How do we answer this one? Is this a Yoko Ono channel? How do we do this?
Yes, it is.
Oh shit. It's good. It's good.
Do you want me to scream like Yoko right now?
So
You can try.
So my friend, here's a good story. We'll just say the name, right? We'll just go there since Dom knows who it is. I am selling records to Ron House maybe 10 years ago, I think. I bring that first Yoko Ono record. Can you show it again? Dr. Johnny Fever, can you show it again?
Yeah.
Bring this record. Ron House tells me, Ron House is a Columbus music local legend. He's like, I've never seen that record before. I'm like, what? You gotta be shitting me. It's like, nope. I was like, dude, before you give me the total amount for my record, it's like, just play this record. Just play it. Turn it up. And at Ron's house, he has speakers like at his, like, what do you call it? The porch, Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, you put that record, turn it up. Just turn it up, And he turns it up. And I was like, whoa, man, your neighbor's going to get really upset here. Like, they're just going to feel this, But it's like a really amazing noise rock record. Like that one, just full throttle. The only time where John Lennon and I believe Eric Clapton just go all out.
And Ringo.
Yes. Amazing.
Great.
One of the
I have
best
that one.
records.
I have that one and one other one. I haven't listened to them for.
That was
forever.
the first UK that I showed.
Nice. I have deep respect for that record. Whose watch are we going by here? Good question. Why don't we ask...
We're right on time.
Why don't we ask Ugg? It's the VC. Why Ugg is it the VC? Why?
No, I already said
yeah,
we're not doing this. Put the camera off me. Stop playing around. We're not doing this.
Okay.
I love the VC.
We can see you, Joel.
I live.
Joel,
this.
we can see you. We can see you, Joel. We see you.
That's Static
You should
ATX.
just put "We love the VC." You can change it, Joel. You can still change it. We
Yes.
Love
love
the
it.
VC.
Yes.
Who do you love the most in the VC? Joel, tell us.
Come on.
No, because Dom will get upset. He doesn't want me to say.
You already know. Oh, it's Dom?
Oh, it could be. Actually, no.
No, it's your employee, right?
I was gonna say Jose, but no, Dom.
Oof.
Hey, let's do a shout out. Can we do a shout out to Dom?
You don't have to.
Sure.
I want to. Hey, so Dom, he's got a channel here. Share it real quick.
Oh, jeez.
For the one person in the chat who's here by accident and doesn't know that Dom
Good
is
shot. Good
Look
shot.
at this. Look at this double dose here.
Taking a thread
So
here.
much Dom.
He did this. He did this video. His last two videos, I think, have been straight fire. This one right here, he's talking about. He's going through a bunch of tracks that he played on his radio show, and I was digging. Well, it started out with Herbie Hancock. I'm not going to rewind it because I was freeze framed on this because I was going to tell you this.
Don't change it. Yeah.
Dom, I was going to tell you I checked out this album. You've been posting like a ton of Don Cherry on your social media, so I finally got the right level of bored last night, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna listen to some Don Cherry." And
Did you listen to this one?
This one,
Yeah.
I listened to it and I liked it.
It's pretty far out there, man.
Yeah.
Well, then there's the U.S. version, which is a different cover. It's on the A&M subsidiary Horizon, which is much easier to find than that version. And it's the same record, though, exact same everything. So I would highly encourage you to get that. It's a different cover. He's just like a shot of him sort of looking up. And yeah, it's truly bizarre and beautifully psychedelic. And that was sort of the point of it, was just to highlight jazz music that goes into those territories, and not rock bands that are trying to be jazz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm slowly I listen to some weird stuff, like not in the jazz area. But this video in particular, I like the other one where you're showing stuff you got on your trip, but this one kind of touched a chord because you also showed, well, obviously the Herbie Hancock. I didn't know it was Herbie Hancock. I just watched this first part of the video where you're doing this, showing this Herbie. I listened to it several times without knowing what it was.
I think I thought everyone would figure it maybe because you'd see him, but maybe it doesn't really look like him so much back then. But then I forgot to put the credit in the description, but I added it now.
I tried to Shazam it and it wasn't working. But I want to put this to the chat.
Perfect.
This is for the chat. Dom makes a comment in this video if you watch it, and spoiler alert,
Yeah.
he said that he kind of skipped past his mention of Herbie Hancock. He does it around here somewhere in the beginning, and he's like, nobody knows this album. But I didn't know it, and I think there's a lot of other people wouldn't know it. But if you listen to the first part of the video, that song was really good. Even if you don't like jazz, like you don't even have to like jazz.
Oh, it's incredibly trippy and mind-bending.
Yeah.
That the ostinato is the track I played in the show. But yeah, I mean, I think most people would gravitate towards later mid to late 70s stuff, which I enjoy too. Don't get me wrong. But I think this stuff, the Warner Brothers records that came out at that time, kind of, I think over the last 5, 6, 7 years, they've been sort of gotten plenty of attention too. But previously to that, maybe they were forgotten. And there was some crappier reissues, I think, out of those records. So I don't know what the current reissue is that's out, but
for this,
I have it.
Music on Vinyl did it.
yeah, I'm not sure. I think it was the Superior Viaduct label that did them. And I don't remember necessarily hearing good things, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I've compared them because I haven't. I haven't listened to those pressings.
Well, Dom, when you showed this cover looks on the video super clean.
It's a beautiful one. Yeah, I got it at this shop in Long Island called Mr. Cheapo, a store that's been around since the early to mid 80s that I used to go to sparingly, like here and there. It's still around. And yeah, they had these. I bought that and Crossings for like 20 something bucks each. Nice shape. So yeah, it was great shape. And the store itself is really kind of like, it's old school. It's very grungy, like a lot of stuff all over the place. Tons of CDs. And you can find bargains in there. I found a super rare jazz record, which I've talked about. It's been a while since I talked about it, called J.R. Mitchell. And it was expensive, but the price that it was priced at was like insane, like to not get. I was like, well, I have to buy this. And it was just really bizarre that they even had it. So that was one of my favorite scores ever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dom, I think Warner's just reissued. I have a Warner reissue. Is this the one you're talking about?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just go here.
No, that's probably new then. Yeah. The Superior Viaduct ones maybe are even 10 years old now.
Yeah, this one's 2019, it says.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, I don't have an original to compare it to, but it's a cool record.
It's not that expensive to find it original.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, you'll come across it.
I feel like with this like big jazz resurgence the past decade or whatever, people, I think you're bound to find this Herbie Hancock era because you start off with the essentials and you go to Headhunters maybe, and then you're like, oh, what else does he have? And he's done so much.
Well, it's just not the funky thing. It's dreamy and floaty and sort of like.
Well, this is coming right out of Miles too, right?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
You know, so there's some inspiration there, and it's kind of the bridge to the Headhunter stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that and Crossings are incredible. I don't have Fat Rotunda. Fat Rotunda, is that it? Fat Mama Rotunda?
Yeah.
I've never really dived too deep into that one, but I have a bunch of Herbie sporadic.
I have a lot of Herbie. Mm-hmm. It's like hard not to have a lot if you like them.
Yeah. Well, and the Buster Williams record is sort of related to that.
Yeah, exactly.
On the Muse.
Yeah.
Same band, I think.
Pretty much.
Well, kudos to Dom. That's what I like about the VC.
Thank you, Joel.
People talk about music and inspire to listen to something new. Chris did the same thing. It wasn't something new, but you got me to pull out my Debrat again. And I've been listening to it in the car.
So good.
It's from start to finish. It is a little dated. It doesn't like, but I still like it. It's good dance. Makes you boogie in the car, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a song.
Like before.
It's an album all about weed, getting funky, and repeating all of the most cliched lyrics in hip hop from the 90s. But it works somehow.
Yeah, you know? That was before Jermaine Dupri got a little poppy.
Yeah.
That was inspired by Concert Buddy showing the Thug compilation that I had. That I think Dom, you sent in the commercial. I had that freaking CD. It's a great mixtape.
I don't remember that one at all back in the. I mean, obviously, I remember all the other infomercial CDs, but I don't remember that one.
Callers are standing by.
Decoy Cards posted that it was the same distributor who did Kids Bop, and it is.
Makes sense,
It's
sure.
like, you know,
How many Thug? What was it Thug called again? Thugs?
Thug Nation.
Thug Nation. How many editions were there?
I think only that one.
Oh,
I got it in a used store for like a few dollars. I was like, "This is the greatest mix CD ever. I have to have this." You know.
And then there was the Thug Kids Bop, which was way off in a different direction.
Was it really?
right.
No.
Kid and
I mean, I
Play.
wouldn't put it
Or not
past
Kid and Play,
That was
yeah,
the
yeah.
crowd.
Well, I got onto that from watching all those old Columbia House. I was like sort of, reliving my teen years, like buying Columbia House stuff with the announcement of Columbia House shuttering. I was like, what? And so I found some old Columbia House, commercials, and there was Thug Nation.
Well, I'm going to put a link in the
What up, Greg?
chat to Dom's channel just to wrap up that part of the show.
And that's really it's really promoting my radio show, which is really where that comes from. So I did a whole episode of that show. It's 2 hours long. So if you want to listen to good old radio, you can do that too, which it streams. So you can check it out.
Stevie,
Yeah.
you know he's not going to be there. So
But we're going to make this announcement. I will be at the Static ATX on September 11th. If everything goes all right, we'll be bringing the Brat Strippers. We'll be bringing the guys from Joel's poker games. They'll be there too.
what?
Jason,
That's an
how much are
interesting
you
cost,
charging? How much are you charging for autographs? Did you guys work that out?
We'll just trade for records. That's what we'll do.
So I want to answer Breakfast King's question if I can. And
Sure.
and,
This
and
one?
Caesar, I don't know what question you're talking about, but so they reached out. This company that made Maggot Brain coffee. I don't know what Funkadelic has to do with coffee. They reached out and asked me if I wanted to buy some for the store, and I said no because I don't serve coffee. Like they wanted me to brew it at the listening party.
Were they going to send it to you for free?
No, you have to buy it. Like
have to buy it? Oh, okay.
they wholesale it to you, and then they want you to sell it at the
No,
Maggot Brain.
let's buy it. Did you not buy it?
I did not buy it.
So you didn't get it.
No, because I don't know how to brew coffee. I don't drink coffee. I have no idea. Like,
This is a fail already at 5 o'clock at Static
Come on.
ATX. So
If someone
dumb.
asked me, like, do you
Crashing
want some
hard at the
Maggot Brain
Maggot Brain.
coffee?
I
I'd
know
be
it's not like
I do.
It's not like Joel's gonna have like 2 towers and then have this coffee of Maggot Brain.
Just offer it up for sale.
Jeez, Joel, man.
so it's a fail. I messed
You offer
up.
returns on that?
I don't know. I just
One-way sale? Is that a one-way coffee sale?
I guess so.
I
Yeah.
purchased Rush beer at the concert, not knowing what it tasted like, and it was great.
What?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
That's
Was
a
it like
thing.
Miller Lite? Was it light beer?
Is an ale.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
We were going to
should
do
be-
Maggot Brain crack, but they couldn't get that through. So it's coffee.
Tougher, clearly, yeah.
Can you imagine if you bought it and that little head was in the coffee?
It'd be awesome.
You just messed
Absolutely.
up. You just
Yeah.
messed up, man. So it's too late to get the coffee.
Yeah, sorry guys, my dog is going crazy in the other room. I guess it is, and I apologize.
Look at this. Even Stevie said, I can be your barista.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel bad. I was trying to find Caesar's question to me. I guess he asked about the Interpol.
Yes,
It's like the Strokes album, Joel.
It's
This
this
is a
one.
fail.
This one.
I was just singing "I Can Be Your Barista" in the tune of "I'll Be Your Mirror," and it was pretty funny in my head.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. How was the new
I
Interpol?
could see that. That works.
Do any of you guys like Interpol?
I saw them live and they were bad.
I liked them back,
Bad
and
isn't
I did. Yeah.
Bad isn't good or bad isn't bad?
Bad isn't bad.
Bad.
Oh, okay. So I mean, I'll start out by saying we listened to the Interpol album through. I listened to it 3 times. and I kind of liked it. It's not something I listen to all the time.
But do you really think you're gonna learn or expand upon what Interpol does, like with a new record of theirs? That's kind of my thing. Like, are they really pushing things to a different sound, trying something different, or it's just them just sort of just redoing what they do?
No, the Strokes released a new album, so they're like, oh, let's ride the coattails of nostalgia.
You're missing the main question here. Did they get free coffee for the release?
No.
Interpol coffee.
Get out of here. Come on now.
So I
Turn on the bright roast.
That's right.
when I listened to the
Just
album,
like their performance, this coffee sucks.
I thought the latter half of the album was better. I basically didn't like the first like 2 or 3 songs on the album very much. And then I was talking to some friends of mine that know Interpol. I don't know Interpol very well. I've never listened to one of their albums all the way through until this one. I know the hits probably, but that's it. And when I told my friends I didn't like the first couple songs, they said that's typical with Interpol, that they release these singles that aren't very good. And I guess the singles are the first couple songs on the album. And then the rest of the album is much better.
You just need the first Interpol record, honestly. That's all you need.
Ouch.
I mean,
It's great. It's still great. I listened to it like last year.
These guys are trying to have a career, Tom.
Well, they should still keep trying, and they should still tour. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I saw them early on. They were really good. Yeah. They opened for Arab Strap in like 2000.
What's up with Grasshopper, dude?
Jeez, that's... Wow, Grasshopper, that's TMI right there. Woo.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Which one?
Interpol was so... Which one? Who was it? Interpol was so...
Member or which STD?
Dude, Caesar's upset with me. Hey,
Inquiring minds want to know.
I don't want Caesar to be upset with me. The listening party was fun. People hung out and listened to the album, and then they talked about it. I had a good time. I think like 10 or 12 people showed up, which is more than I expected. So
all their fans showed up to your store? Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of friends that really like Interpol. That Interpol just came around at a time for me when I wasn't really listening to that kind of music. There's a lot of bands that are like Franz Ferdinand and I don't know. There's like just a whole clump of bands around that time that kind of sound.
That was a time and place. The band that held up the best out of that was the Rapture for me.
Oh, you like them?
Yeah.
Well, the Rapture sounded kind of different, right? They were more the dance.
Yeah, but they were part of that too.
Yeah.
But still, only with them, it's like the one of the early EPs and the Echoes.
Did you ever listen?
The second album, Caesar, is pretty good. Cesar, it's pretty good. I do like the second album too, and I listened to that one a ton. But if I was going back to one now, I'd listen to the first.
Look at this
did
comment
you
here.
listen to The Whip, Dom?
The Whip by
The group's called The Whip.
The Whip? No, I don't think I know them.
They're from Australia. They came around the same time as the Rapture.
Well, hold on. This is New York we're talking about, Joel.
Okay.
This is a whole different scene. You don't know. You weren't there, bro.
Fuck me. I don't know.
No, I don't know The Whip. Who do they sound like?
They sound like the Rapture. Like that just was happening in the music business. Like they'd release one band that would be popular. What band I liked was the Big Pink. Do you guys know them?
Yeah, remember them.
See, I like the Big Pink.
It's like Grass has said it. Liars was my favorite band with the Rapture out of that. Although they didn't consistently make great records, but they made a few stunning ones. Yeah, just Liars or the Liars.
Joel, did you see Meet Me in the Bathroom or read the book?
What up, Alan? Yeah, it's good.
Documentary. It's good.
Yeah, you should watch it.
And they urinate all over Ryan Adams, which is unfortunate.
What? He deserved it.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Rev thinks I need to listen to Clap Your Hands Say Yeah. That's a band. I know that name, but I don't know that music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands that I don't know. Like I don't know what their music sounds like. Oh yeah, yes. Yeah, I know a little bit from yes.
Yeah, you should watch this doc, Joel. You'll like it.
It's good. The book is good too.
Meet Me in the Bathroom.
Meet Me in the Bathroom. Yeah. Read the book first. It's better than the movie.
Go to the bookstore and ask for it.
Hey,
Can you meet me in the bathroom?
That would be a trip.
Kanon, yeah.
Kenan, like the rapper, the Somalian rapper.
That's what I would think, yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, he was from Mogadishu, I believe.
Why are you cursing at me, bro?
Caesar, what's up, man? Echoes, yeah, the Rapture. Yeah, do you guys? So there was a time when that band, VHS or Beta, do you know that band?
Mm.
They would come here and they would VHS
Yeah,
or Beta,
right.
The Faint, and
People older than you know this, yes.
Joe, it's not too late. All right, we'll talk.
Whatever, Joe, you hipster. Come on, man.
Such boomer.
Somebody
He
on
was
this
listening
panel
to
will give
Free
you
Noise from New Zealand. That doesn't really relate to.
somebody on the panel will make you a mixtape. Don't worry.
I saw you in Hot Topic in 2004. Don't lie.
Going to
And We
Spencer's
Are
later.
Scientists, that band, We Are Scientists, they would come and they played Austin like 3 times a year. It's like they were like the only band coming here. So like we were just inundated with VHS or Beta, We Are Scientists, and The Faint. Anyway, I don't know why I'm mentioning that. Do we want to tell the story about me being banned so we can get into the topic?
Sure, do it.
Get this over with.
Let's make you big. Let's do it.
That was pretty
I don't
good.
need to be
Alan,
big.
yeah.
You got banned?
Really? You don't
We'll
want
do
to?
it live.
I don't need
Okay,
to
You got
so-
banned for it.
So tell us the background. How did ban from what?
So somebody hipped me to this cool happening over on WhatNot. So I was like, I don't remember who it was, but if I could remember,
Nice.
I would be really upset with them. So I go over to WhatNot, and our boy Dillon from Noble Records was streaming. He had recently bought the collection of some guy, and he was streaming selling the records.
There you
There you
go.
go, Mark Robertson. And I was just just as I was tuning in, he was I was listening on my computer at the store, so I had no sound, so I can't hear him talk. I just see he's showing Grateful Dead Wake of the Flood album, and I saw this thing flash on the screen about like what was it, 78 or something? What was the price? I don't remember. It was some really high number. And I just simply asked in the chat, my exact words were, did somebody just buy that Wake of the Flood for whatever the number was? Because I was curious. I was like, is that what that number was for?
$88.
$88.
I don't know.
Because I thought,
it a
like, if it
promo?
was for Wake of the Flood, I'm used to that being like a $10 or $15 record. So I thought maybe there's something special about this one. So I was inquiring. And somebody in chat responded saying they thought it was like a white label promo or something about it. And I was like, okay. And then boom, I'm banned. Like I get kicked out of the stream. And I was just like, what the hell? And I was kicked by, it wasn't Dillon. It was like some other
Moderator.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was just I wasn't upset because I'm probably not going to buy anything, but I wanted to keep watching it. So I had to go incognito to finish watching it.
Are you banned permanently?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I've been too
Wait,
upset.
is the moderator somebody like that's like a bot? Better looking
No,
Joel,
no, it's
or
a
it's
person.
somebody?
It's a person
Oh,
of
so you
age
guys know
shoes.
them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
I
the
won't-
moderator?
It's someone who sits on the stream constantly and just gets tagged by the channel to moderate.
Yeah, I've been moderator a couple times.
Yeah.
And listen, to be clear, I can be a smartass. I can be kind of a dick.
No,
But in this situation,
Are you also a record collector?
I'm a
Oh, here we go.
project all of the hate on me. I'm fine with that. But I honestly was just curious because I was like, what's different about that Wake of the Flood? That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I think there's some sensitivity to. There's like a few different types of channels I experience on there. There are a few that are. They get a lot of people who show up, right? And Jason and I were even, I think, chatting a little bit about this. People pay either knowingly, right, or unknowingly. They're willing to overpay, right? And I think Dillon gets a lot of the people in there.
Mhm.
Dude from Arizona, I can never remember his name. He gets a lot of people from there. There's a few other sellers who.
Espo? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Espo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eski knows
Eski,
vinyl.
yep.
She gets a lot.
Yeah, and people will spend 2 or 3 or 4 times the amount
Yeah.
of money on what a record will sell for.
Now, what do you attribute that to? Because I watched it myself and I was pretty gobsmacked by what I was seeing.
Well, one thing is you're seeing the actual record most of the time on the show in person, so you're getting a visual representation up front.
But you can get that on eBay.
You could get that on eBay, but being able to see it live and knowing that this person has a clean copy might entice you to spend an extra dollar or two.
Clean?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not really time to even grade that. I mean, he's, I bought a couple things from Dillon. I'm certainly not upset with the condition on them or anything,
No.
but I'm just wondering if these collections they're coming from are truly, the whoever it is, the what is the guy who worked for Atlantic, I think was one. Like, is that really pushing people to spend upwards on this stuff?
Well, when some of it's going to charity too. When Dillon does these sales, he'll talk about it, and so that might have also encouraged people to spend some money.
I think there's a couple people who tune into a lot of these shows. There's also a guy who streams, that's not WhatNot, but similar on YouTube every night, Collectco. And I don't know if anybody watches his streams. It's very similar. There's a lot of people who will overpay for things.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us are spoiled that we probably have good record stores near us. There's a lot of people who don't. And it's their way to buy records. So I think that's part of it. And I think there's just another part that people have kind of disposable money and they just kind of want it and they get stuck in it, right? It's exciting to buy something that, if you do a bid and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I want this, I'll spend a couple dollars more and $2 more, and not realizing you just spent double the price of the value of the record.
Well, I wonder if it's a bubble that might burst, but also, are these people who have no idea what eBay and Discogs are? They found WhatNot from some other place. They're like, records look cool.
They don't do the homework for the true value of the record, and they
clearly, yeah.
Right.
But isn't it so? First off, if you can't spot the sucker at the table, right, you are the sucker. But is there enough? I've only done WhatNot when Spins did it. I went and visited him and at a friendship bought a record in his auction, which I was happy with. It was a cool record, but. So I don't really do it, but I think from my remembrance, is there enough time to do research?
Sometimes.
If it's pre-listed, yeah.
Oh, okay. So talk about what's the pre-listing?
So you could have your whole library for your sale already loaded up. A couple of guys do it where you can actually see what they got. And you could pre-bid on it to try to edge out other buyers right up front. That gives you enough time to do the research. But then you have other guys like Dillon does this a lot, especially with the latest collections. He did 4 U-Haul boxes yesterday or Sunday. Yeah.
Damn.
And he didn't have time to load those up. So he started everything at $1. And if he didn't know the condition, he would space out the time and pull the record out, show it. So people had enough time to decide whether or not they wanted to bid it up.
Is this the sudden death thing that they're referencing in the chat?
That's a totally different thing.
What is that?
Sudden death is just a clock control to where the clock does not reset when you bid.
Oh, that's even more chaotic.
Yeah, every time there's a bid, the clock
but
reset.
you tend to get really good deals on that.
Chris, everybody was like begging for sudden death in the chat. That's all the people wanted when I was watching.
Is it? So this sounds like I should stay away from this because I feel like I'd get very competitive.
If you're competitive, it's not a good place to be.
Yeah. Like
especially if you see one person constantly getting all the records, you want to beat them.
Right.
At the end of the day, the house wins.
I don't know.
Can the seller control the timer?
Yeah.
Yes. They can't stop it. They can just either do sudden death or they could add how many seconds they want to the sale.
Yeah, I think there's a couple settings on the non-sudden death. It's how long the auction goes for. And then somebody bids within a certain time frame, like I'm gonna say 8 seconds, right? How much more time gets added on top of the time? And that second number is adjustable too.
Yeah.
I wonder how many, like, is there any communities out there for people having regrets about things they bought on WhatNot?
Sounds like an opening,
Sounds
Joel.
like a place for you, Joel.
Sounds
It
like
feels like that has to happen, right? Somebody
welcome to
overpays
my
for
life of
something.
regret. Yeah.
Because it happens on Discogs sometimes. You'll get
Well-
an order late at night and wake up in the morning and someone be like, "Can you cancel this? I
Yeah.
ordered it while I was drunk."
WhatNot's not the place to be if you have a drinking problem.
And depending on the seller, some sellers are open to returns or cancellations before they
Yeah.
ship it.
Yeah.
Right? I would say a lot of them are not. Um,
So
and then
what's
you
the
can go-
protections for buyers? Because they don't go through PayPal, right?
No, the protections are weak. I mean, I think I've shared my story before about getting banned.
Well, with
returns.
WhatNot, if you get
Yep.
something that's advertised as VG Plus or near mint, and it's obviously not, you could upload pictures to WhatNot. WhatNot will intervene and basically negotiate the sending it back at not your cost as the buyer, but it'll ultimately be the seller's cost.
But the item goes back to WhatNot. It does not go back to the seller.
It goes to WhatNot and then eventually gets back to the seller.
I think you can't overshadow what Nate Bouchard said about the addiction aspect to it. I mean, that dopamine rush is real for people.
Yeah.
Whether they really have the money or don't.
Right.
I mean, gambling, it's there. This is almost a version of that, but so it has nothing to do with them researching the record that, to have a good idea what they should be paying for. They're just like, oh, that looks interesting. I want it.
Yeah.
Because he's not selling anything very obscure. It's all stuff we see.
But when you see your name up there and as one, you automatically get that hook and you want to win more.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll show an example. I think I wrote down some myths. I think there are some myths that you don't find rare records at good prices on there.
You can, sure, right.
I mean, I have a whole stack of them, like Super Clean, First Press, Near Mint.
what?
Want to guess a price?
Doesn't exist as a
$78.
mint record, Joel.
Was it 150?
$165.
Okay.
for your
Did it
Whoa.
come? Did it come with coffee?
Did not come with coffee.
Oh,
No deal.
it's incomplete.
Wait, have you played it?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Wow. Okay.
And this was a guy in, I think,
There you go. That's all you need to know. Let's wrap it up. WhatNot is a gold mine. Everybody head on over to WhatNot. We'll all be streaming there later on tonight.
It is
I've
one
shared
place
this
where you can
before.
get bootlegs and test pressings pretty easily.
Whoa, be careful there.
Yeah, that could be a rabbit hole.
Cha-ching. I'm going to do an all bootleg channel on WhatNot.
there's people who
So-
do that on Friday night. There's a
All
record
bootlegs?
store in, I can't remember, Kansas or somewhere, where there's
Yeah.
a woman and a guy, they own a large record store, and on Friday night they just do bootlegs.
Oh, you're saying sellers are frauding people with selling?
No, they buy them from
They're selling
distributors.
concert like Grateful Dead, Led Zeppelin, whatever. I bought some Led Zeppelin bootlegs off Dillon, and they were primo.
I guess I'm just curious to see if this keeps lasting, because it shouldn't be a thing that happens in perpetuity in terms of these records getting bidded up. It should be like, okay, it happens once, it happens twice, and then we shouldn't keep seeing that. At some point, these people should be learning, and they get their foreigner record that they paid $68 for, and they're like, wait a minute,
Here's the thing to that, Dom. When it sells for at a certain amount, that seller then can advertise, this last one went for this. And that they've already put that value up on it. Whether or not people are going to bid on it is another thing, but the seller now has that in their pocket. It's like, hey, I had 3 of these and they all went over $200.
So the WhatNot median is a lie as well.
It is. Yeah, there is no such thing as a median on WhatNot.
No,
So
you see a lot of sellers to only list VG Plus, right? Because they don't want to get stuck by saying that, I'm sorry, like Near Mint Records or let's call it EX, they list them all as VG Plus. They don't want to get stuck in an argument game about was it graded correctly or not.
well, I sold shit on there for like $3. I got butchered. I was a no name that day.
Yeah.
So I guess I need
Yeah,
to.
definitely got to build an audience.
Yeah.
you got a butcher
Well, I think
cover for
that's-
$3 on WhatNot? What?
Not-
I think
Steal the century, Chris.
I haven't tuned into Mazzy's shows. I know he does it, but he's also been on YouTube forever before jumping into WhatNot. So he can comment on here what his audience participation is.
Right. So this comment is very key. It would be really difficult for the average Joe to sell one of these and then recoup your money, right?
You need to get the, what do you call it when they send the audience to the next person?
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
You need that. You need that.
Raid.
The Mazzy bump. Or the in-groove bump.
Yeah.
No,
Grasshopper Road.
Send him a couple of bucks just for being bad. You know?
Okay.
I did buy one thing off Dillon once. It was a couple of years ago. I think it was $29. I remember that. It was Frumpy. That's right. I already sold Frumpy. It's gone. So
yeah.
I remember that.
Toy cards, letting out all the secrets.
So the one comment I want to make, and I have a question for you guys. So when I was watching spins, I went to another one, and there was this guy in his garage had like thousands of records, and he was just like grabbing blue notes, like not knowing how to handle them. And I was like tempted. I was like, this guy has no idea what he has. So like, I'm saying that because like, are there people on there just like selling records who maybe sell other things, and they happen to have a record stream?
Yeah,
that you can
Yeah.
It'd be like a flea market type of thing. It's like, I got comic books, I got, whatever, Star Wars figures.
There's one of my favorite stories is there's a guy who lives in New York, and he got wind of a place in Philadelphia that it was a distributor collection, and the guy was a distributor from like mid 70s to mid 80s. And the guy, I think he paid $5,400 for the storage unit, and he didn't know what he had. And I think it was like 10,000 records, all these posters.
Wow.
And he just started doing WhatNot shows and doing $3 a record, and he assumed everyone knew what it was. And I pulled these out. I got the original press of that.
Wait, make them big. Hold on.
Sweet.
Go back. What was that other one? What is that?
So it's the he can't ask me names anymore. I forget it all.
Well, it's
the
pop
pop
group
group.
and they're both pop group.
Yeah. First record and second record.
You got them for $3?
No, he starts them at $3.
Mhm.
Now the interesting thing is, in the first few streams, nobody, like, he didn't get a big audience, but then once people started catching on, then it kind of went gangbusters for a while, and he probably made $50,000-$60,000 in the end.
What?
Yeah, he would people
Piecemeal over time.
He had Misfits 45s that people were dropping $2,000 on.
Oh jeez.
Think about all the fees they paid. Damn.
But
Well,
he did, yes, sure, but who cares? Like, he paid $5,400 for that collection.
What are the fees like on WhatNot versus eBay or Discogs? Is it about the same?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was told.
I don't remember.
Around
It's
eBay level.
Yeah. I don't sell, so I don't know.
I thought it was a little bit less. I thought it was under Discogs.
Mm-hmm.
Not nasty.
If you're like,
It's not under Discogs.
It's
Oh, sorry, Discogs plus PayPal. Those two combined.
Yeah. So they get you there too.
if you're like a primo seller, like I don't know, I'm making up a thing, like a gold seller, do you get incentivized fees versus like a brand new seller who has to pay like 1% more or something? No one knows. Yeah.
I think there's definitely incentives, if I remember correctly. Like, especially if you do consistent sales, you have good audience, you get promoted. Like, that's what it's all about. I mean, there was some mention of potentially like, false bid or, people bidding up items, and I think there's no proof of that. But I mean, that does come to mind. Like, how are these getting to such insane prices? Are there fraud bids going out there?
I think I've experienced that.
Mazzy's saying 12 to 13% in fees. Yeah.
You've experienced that, Joel?
I think so. And
Well, how do you say that? What makes you say that?
well, like, there's like 5 people in the stream. The record's $20. I'm the one who says, "Hey, would you run that?" and then like 2 seconds left, somebody bids once,
What?
and then they don't
Right.
bid a second time. And I feel like that's somebody who is a friend of theirs, maybe their spouse, going, this person's going to bid again. If they don't, then
Well,
it doesn't.
I'll be totally
Jeez.
honest with you, Joel. Is like I've done this where they've offered something up that I did not ask for, but then I wanted it because I saw the condition of it, and
Yeah.
I bid at the same time as the requester.
Hmm.
And once it went up, it was out of my price.
Sure. I mean, I'd say I don't think it happens consistently, but I've felt like sometimes it's been a little peculiar how like this really extreme or obscure record, and then somebody only bids once on it.
But Joel, this would have been a good avenue, Static Joel, with your 50% off sale. You could have advertised that on YouTube and done it on WhatNot.
That's what I should have done. I screwed up. As it is, I already had more orders than
Yeah.
I've ever had before, so I did okay. But
That's another good point. I noticed that too. That seems weird to me.
ooh,
As
the
someone who
order-
can kick people out of, basically take people out of competition,
That's
who
really
can
shitty.
who can also bid. That doesn't seem right
Yeah.
to me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I've never seen a moderator bid though.
Well, I've seen friends of a moderator bid.
Yeah. I wonder if that's possible though.
I've seen evidence of people doing that shit on Discog, so I have no doubt it's happening on WhatNot.
I mean, it happens on eBay all the time too.
Yes.
On Discogs, I caught a guy. He would have multiple copies of a new release. He would have his buddy. He would price it up super high, like $180, $200. Have his buddy buy it, and then he would think that would keep the price up high, and so he could sell subsequent copies at that price.
So, Cesar, when you plan to
Like
do
the hustle.
this, just let me know. I'll be your moderator on this one, right? Just be praising every KG mastered album ever. The best.
Can we I had an idea. Instead of us each having our own WhatNot channels and having to build up an audience, why don't we just have a VC WhatNot channel that we share, and we just each have a show, like an hour slot or 2 hour slot? You know what I mean?
sounds like a disaster.
Sounds painful on the seller's end.
Why? That's us. We're the
Because
sellers.
no, to
tied to
have
one
multiple sellers tied to one account.
Why not? What's the problem with that?
What not?
One
You
bank
could
account.
just build one audience and not have to
Groovesick, you didn't say it right. To be or what?
What
not,
not?
What not
to
to
be. There we go, man. Awesome.
Oh, I get it. Like someone would have to be the banker, and you'd
Yeah.
have to trust them.
You have to
divvy
roll
up
it.
the-
You have to do the shipping, all that stuff.
Well, we'll do. No, everyone would have to ship their own stuff.
Well, yeah,
one
but they
person
do
could just be the
the
banker.
WhatNot purchases the shipping, and I'm not sure how the printing process works. Probably just log in and print the labels direct.
Anyway, if anyone wants to team up, I just think that'd be better than
Hey, Joel, I do it.
yeah.
You can't be
Oh, we could
selling
be
your
the Joels.
Yeah,
you can't be selling your new product like that on there, Joel. Though you're gonna
I
give
think-
stuff away.
I think
Believe it or not,
the only
I
way you
have
could
used
pull it
records.
off
No.
is to have everyone ship their records to you that they want to sell, and you do that
No,
shit.
no. You could just log in with the credentials and print it out. I think
labels,
that's
yeah.
easy
I don't know.
enough.
I think we're overthinking this at the same time. So, because are we seriously thinking about doing this?
Well, the audience is the key thing.
Right.
I think, Dom, you
You
said
have to have the audience.
yes.
If you don't have the following, you're not going to get the buyers.
Yeah.
And the successful shows have about 100 to 150 buyers on your streams.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. If we do one channel, we can make it the mega channel. And think about all the people we could fleece, especially the ones in chat here. Like, we could totally take you for everything you're worth. Your credit cards would disintegrate under the power of our collections we would be selling.
And then
Wait,
the next
we
weekly
live?
social hour turns into a grievance hour of people just chatting. Thanks for the shitty records.
That's backstage talk, Joel.
Jeez. Please don't buy any of the G Plus records from Joel. Please do not. Do not
So
hit them up.
is there a WhatNot stream live right now?
There's
Oh,
always
yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's-
It was
Yes.
on before we
like
jumped
Vegas, it
in.
never
Oh,
closes down.
Also,
We
as soon as
looking
you sign
live?
on and pick a seller, they see that you've signed on and like, Chris, Groove Seeker's here. Welcome. Like,
Yeah. They shot you out. You
I always
feel
forget
seen.
that. Like, I signed on once. I signed on to Mazzy's a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh, Dom's here. I was like, oh shit.
Johnny Fever.
I was like, damn it, I don't want to be outed, Mazzy.
Yeah,
Look
there's
at all
a
the shows. What are we
Let's-
buying?
let's
Clone?
Can we tune into one without getting in trouble?
Yeah, oh, they got a whole thing.
Oh,
for
there's-
vinyl records right here.
Yeah. Hi,
that
Steph.
first
Hey,
one
Tim.
right there. The spin. They're the ones
Oh,
who do
yeah.
the bootlegs
Yeah.
on Friday nights.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at that
good
Black
stuff.
Sabbath one, man. That's good.
Oh yeah, that's a.
Yo, Nikki. Yeah,
It's inspired.
They got 40
he's
here. let
he's
me
got
get-
Short
quite a
pie.
tongue. Nikki has quite a
Viewers.
tongue on him.
Oh, it won't let me click on it.
Are you signed in?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
that Grateful Dead one. Click
The
on it. Click on it.
retro music company.
It's only
that-
30 people watching. That's not good.
Let's collectively bid. Can we do that?
Let's raid. Let's raid a show live.
Thanks for
Fucking-
purchasing.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I bought a few things from him.
Okay.
Bid on that.
Poke.
He gets a ton of. He has probably 40,000 records in his basement.
So Joel,
Does
I want
he-
you to
does he
to
have
type
a,
in I'm new here, I'm a newbie, I'm ready.
I've got
You can
money
see,
to
you,
throw.
you
Email
can see what he
me the
has on the
RAM.
screen there on the left.
Hey, you bet. You're new here.
Wham.
You
Sonic
ready?
Jr.?
All right. Well, we
gonna make
are
it
on
big.
back.
Look at this over here. He's got an Aha
Five.
12-inch.
It's a wham, not get out.
Welcome to EC Vinyl. EC is, well, Eric Christensen's my name, but extra clean vinyl. Everything
Yeah,
is
really nice
electronically
quality.
cleaned.
Oh,
You
nice.
get a new
Extra
inner sleeve.
clean.
You get a new
All
outer sleeve.
Japanese.
It is
Dude.
packed
Great
in
seller.
rectangular,
Does he rate things
mighty
VG++?
mailer boxes. I
Joel,
use
you like this
next
guy?
day,
Yeah.
You're looking, Joel.
and I am very
approve of him.
critical grader. So you're going to
Jeez,
get
Joel.
a great
You'll
album.
never be disappointed, Joel.
Yeah.
Wait,
Tell
hold
him.
on.
And speaking
I
of
mean,
great
so
albums,
Let's
I'll be
actually
disappointed
watch-
by that
you
Wham
guys
record.
know how much
Let's
me just
watch
quickly
the
ask.
sale and see how high it goes.
He gets a
What's
few
his-
boxes from
Pipe
Japan
down,
every
pipe
week,
down.
and he goes
Oh,
through
right.
them. And
Didn't somebody ask why there was a never-ending amount of Japanese pressings on this?
Somebody asked me that question.
Yeah,
Because-
Was it you that asked?
because they don't get stock other ways, right? They don't own stores. They're not getting. A lot of them aren't getting. They're not buying collections locally from anybody. So this is a venue for them to buy and
The
sell.
distributor is sending everything to them.
Really? Is that what's
Sometimes.
happening?
There's
Yeah.
Foreigner.
A lot of overstock.
Dude, hold up, foreigner.
Yeah, let's see what his Foreigner goes for.
His prices are always pretty reasonable.
I like this
people
extra.
bidding
Zero
or
glue.
what?
bids so far. He's just skipping all of them.
Is he not?
Well, he's-
Oh,
look at
Oh, he's just showing what he has. Okay.
Yes, and
Yeah,
then people
yeah.
go, "Hey, run that."
All right, let's get to somebody
Yeah.
who's bidding. I want to see some degenerate shit going on. Come on.
What? That's
Yeah, please in chat, don't start this. I don't want to get banned. Don't mention my name.
No, there's your
He's got
Plant,
Robert
Jason.
Plant.
Oh, there's hey, there's your Robert Plant right there, Jason.
Can we
It's
get-
extra clean.
I actually have that Japanese pressing.
Is it extra
Well, the
clean
problem-
though?
Down
It
here it
is
says
extra
auction
clean.
hasn't started. He hasn't started any of the auctions yet.
He
Can
just
we-
started his
the channel
show.
that's auctioning. Can we get some action here?
Here, go
Christmas the
out.
action. Show him the action.
Come on, man. I'm about to call my bookie and shit if you don't hurry up.
Go to
Oh, the AI one there.
Retro
Go
Music
this-
Co. He should be
Well,
in
the spin me round on the left, they're
Oh, yeah.
always selling.
They're always
on the-
selling. Yeah.
Yeah, the top left.
Oh yeah. I bought
You
stuff from
wanna
him
put
before.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to leave the
Oh
stream. guys.
man. Oh, promo copy.
Oh, Tommy
bit of
Bolin,
$1.
man.
What's it going to go for?
This guy used to own a
Starting
record
at
store in
$1.
Louisiana.
$1 start.
Feeling the pressure. Hit that yellow
$2.
button.
See, this is my experience. Anytime I've signed on, I'm just seeing all this, refuse essentially. I'm looking for where's the good stuff, Joel. I'm trying, like, I have to sit around too
that's the
long.
thing, right?
You have to wait around and find it.
I probably spend
You got to dig.
almost every evening looking or being on a stream.
It's
And
digging,
we
I
have
guess. You're
time
digging.
to find sellers who are trustworthy and reputable. But I think it takes effort to be able to. Otherwise,
Wake of the Flood. Wake of the Flood. Oh, it's a rhino.
Position 10,000.
Let's see what it goes for.
I'm haunted by
Come on,
they
that.
sell
show it
fast
for
on
auction, man.
He's just showing off too.
Evanescence.
He sold an Angine de Poutrine for $22.
Oh, he just sold the Evanescence for 22.
Yeah. There, sold that.
Wait, so what is he doing?
20
He
bucks
sold a
he wants.
Oh,
$30 record for 20
They're
bucks.
like 5-second clocks, and he's just showing a record. And if you bid it,
Yep.
you get it.
This is one of the group of people who buy the also damaged from.
This is oof.
Like, I don't know where they come from, but there's the distributors have damage records.
Yeah.
They also buy some of those, and they'll start them at like $8, $6 each.
Yikes. I mean,
This is
I know
what.
I know the record industry is getting dumbed down, but this is a new low.
What did you say? Dumb down.
This is the future of record stores. This is
This
what
is
you
the
have to do
dumbest thing I've ever seen.
as a small record store. This is what
Go
you
back
have
to the selling
Yeah.
foreigner records. Come on.
Japanese foreigner.
Do you any like any of these other guys? Yeah.
We haven't
Go to
seen
the
all these
AI
ones.
one. What's the
The
AI?
AI guy.
Second one.
This one.
Yeah.
109 people
No.
watching.
Well, VC vinyl. So these guys almost exclusively do damage records.
Oh.
So they'll have a stack of them, and a lot of them are just like bent corners.
What are they buying? Amazon pallets?
Yeah.
Do they
So Alliance
mention that,
does
Joel?
this.
Or is it you find out?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Do they actually advertise that they're damaged?
They do. They'll say like,
Okay.
yep, yep.
I appreciate the hustle. I'll say that.
Yeah, but they have a store, not a store location, but it's a warehouse thing, and then they have different people who staff it and run different shows. So they'll probably run 4 shows a day of different. And they're pretty much running all waking hours.
They're really spending their time on this black girl. Okay.
I mean, you can say it's not the future. I'm just saying, like,
After OJC.
like it used to be, you just have a record, like a physical record store, and that was enough. But it's not. I mean, if you're a record store and you're not selling online, and it's not just enough to sell on Discogs. Like, you
Who's
need to be selling.
the
everything.
toothpaste king?
I get that. You got to hustle. I totally agree. It just doesn't mean I have to be into it
Oh
personally.
yeah, you don't.
Joel, I have an idea. When people come to your store and they come up to the counter, you should like WhatNot style the sale.
Bid it up. Bid it up.
Just-
All right, we're starting this at $5. Wait, there's nobody else in the store. Shit.
Damn, this backfired.
oh my god.
So has
You can do that for a while.
anybody tried eBay Live? Is eBay competing with WhatNot successfully or no?
I was watching an eBay live of a wristwatch guy that was selling over $1 million in wristwatches earlier, but they were doing the thing that everyone hates, where it's like they're shaming the people into not bidding.
Shaming? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, it's like bid it up. We can't go for this low, but you started at $1. That's your thing.
Why'd you give him a New York accent, Johnny Fever? What the hell was that?
Because he was from New York. I was
Yes, come
literally
on.
doing an impression of him.
Jeez, come on.
Yeah.
I've seen that too, but it wasn't a vinyl one. It was like they were selling shoes and stuff, and they were like insulting the cat for not betting, for not bidding. Sorry,
Guys,
not
I'm losing my
auctioning.
ass here.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not working for you.
Anyway, what else we got to say about this?
Well, I do want to show some things before. Well, Joel, do you want to go? Better looking Joel, do you want to
Well, I can show some of the most interesting finds I've found.
Sure.
Peter, that's a good one.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, very good. What'd you get that for, Joel?
Ooh.
One is I can't 1/4, 135.
Mm-hmm. I just
Didn't shrink.
sold a copy.
This was probably my best find. I don't know if everybody knows who Chrome is.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, third
Chrome
time from the
box,
sun.
$6.
$6. That's crazy.
Yep.
And that was a seller who just had an audience that didn't know what that was.
Yep.
Got lucky, essentially. Okay.
Yep.
Any of the sellers be selling stuff pink dots?
This is a true
Stock
first.
ones.
Nice.
Yeah. That was from Mike, selling from his personal collection.
Ingroove?
Yeah.
Right.
Gatefold for social distortion.
He likes Alanis Morissette and the soft
150.
blues.
What else? First class adolescence and shrink. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can find in there, but there's let's see. The one thing I wanted to show you guys was the poster, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So this was, I told you earlier about the guy who bought that warehouse for the storage unit for $5,400. So we had a lot of posters. When you're trying to get them to list them. I wonder if I can show this easily. Now, I think people of a certain age will recognize this, but I don't know if everyone will. Do you remember that?
Censorship is un-American.
Vaguely, I actually don't really remember that.
It was
Something from today.
It was a poster that was used for one of the presidential elections.
Rock the vote.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
And
talk
there's
political?
two versions of this poster. One that were the first round before Rock the Vote took it.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ones that was the early ones. I think I paid like $65 for this, but they sell for over $1,000.
There's your answer, Michael Elliott. He bought it for $65. Bam, in your face.
Lots of other stuff. I have a whole box, so I'm a fan.
You're a WhatNot
Does it-
king.
Joel, does anybody sell like industrial music on there?
Oh yeah.
Besides that, oh yeah, okay. Well, hit me up with who they are so I can watch.
But they don't sell that consistently. It's like somebody happens to have stuff that day. So that's the thing. You got to be like Joel and looking every night and devoting
If
time
you just jump
to
on there.
just get lucky, maybe.
Yeah, it's like you're going to a mediocre record store. Sometimes you find good stuff.
Hey, listen, don't talk
time
about
you do.
static ATX like that, man. Hey, but you know what I appreciate about Joel? Just so everybody in the chat knows, Joel has a brother's back because he was out and about and he saw an OG copy of Two Dark Park and he thought to text me and say, "Hey, would you want me to get this for you? Let me pick it up." And I responded too late because I wasn't paying attention to my phone. And he actually went back again to get it so they could hook me up with it. That was a very sweet thing
That's
for him
solid.
to do.
Yeah, thanks, Joel. Next time, check your text messages, could be important.
You know what Jason does, though? He buys records from me and then goes and sells them to Breakaway.
Some
I
people
go into
gotta
Breakaway
cry.
today. Johnny Fever, that's what I did. I went to Breakaway today. I'm walking
Buying and selling,
around,
Joel. Buying and selling.
and I'm looking up on the wall and I'm like, holy shit, this is probably Jason's collection. And then I go behind the counter, there's an Alice in Chains that I know was mine because it had the torn off promo thing on it.
Did you cry in the middle of the store?
No, I just laughed, and the lady behind the counter asked me what I was doing, and I was like, "That's my record." He sold it to you.
No.
Do they give you like a
It was Jason's
COA?
record.
Yeah, exactly. You sold it. Is there a COA that says Rojas
Yeah,
collection?
hold up.
This
It
is
should
what I
be.
was telling him. Listen, I want to make a YouTube poll that says if you heard a record was part of the Jason Rojas collection, how much of a premium would you add on top of it? Because Jason thinks it doesn't do anything, and I'm saying psychedelic horse shit, the VC, he's got some
Yeah.
cachet, and I think it adds at least a 2 times multiple. At least.
Well, listen, Dom does the same thing for me. I mean, I'm not going to reveal the record, but Dom has one of my records. He's stalking eBay and all avenues for me, and he's sending me links to the record I should be looking for myself, and I appreciate that, Dom. Thank you.
eBay search terms are great.
Yeah. I just found out about those not too long ago. It's overwhelming though.
Yeah, that's okay. I spend like about 40 minutes of my morning every morning going through all my eBay search terms.
So, starting, going on further, we're going to put COAs on the Jason Rojas collection.
Nice.
What's the picture you're going to use?
We're gonna do this.
Oh, you're not selling that.
Yeah.
Let's start the bidding in the chat right now.
You don't want to make stickers, sort of like the hand groove with your head on it.
We should maybe.
Yeah, that's
I
what
got
AI's for.
$100. I got $100 on it. You want to outbid me?
Do you want to point out that they did not make anything unique about there's nothing unique on the certificate of authenticity.
What are you talking
Number
about?
lanes. It's not serial number. It doesn't have the title. You could just
do you feel
pick it up
this?
and put it on any record you want.
No, I could
Stick.
like the
Does it even have the name of the record on it?
No, it's a
No.
problem.
See?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a
There we
problem.
go.
we can just put it in anything and double our money.
This Blondie was owned by Debbie Harry. Here you go.
Yeah.
You can
This
put
was
it.
Robert. This is Robert Plant's
Sorry,
personal.
say it again. Say it again.
Too late.
Well, I still think, we have a few like pretty serious, legitimate record sellers that are selling on WhatNot. I still think there needs to be
Yeah.
a bigger movement towards some more reputable dealers really selling on there for it to really kind of gain traction. It still feels like a novelty thing, and maybe that's why it's Joel's, finding the fruits of that in a sense, which I can appreciate.
I'm seeing more stores jump on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if they have
This is the way of the future.
well,
Well,
you can make money quickly, I guess, if you need
There are
to.
stores are embracing all of the new technology. They're all doing it to try to be the one selling. Because you got to integrate with.
ATX.
You have to integrate with Shop. You have to integrate with Discogs and eBay. Some are doing. I've even seen stores selling on Walmart. So you go on Walmart and you're using stores are using Walmart's third party whatever, and selling through that.
Amazon, they do it on Amazon too.
Yeah,
But better looking Joel brought up a good point. Carrying the WhatNot streams, it's like going into mediocre record stores and you hope to find a gem. Or sometimes you go into a mediocre record store and Foreigner 4 is there for $28. Just
That's the thesis statement for me right there. I found the few days I spent a good amount of time in there, I felt pretty empty inside.
What?
I wish we had sad music for this right now.
I know. Where's Chance when you need him? I mean, I started feeling like, oh man, what have I sunk to? This is not a good look for me.
So I want to go. Well, go ahead, Joel. Do you want to show some records?
Groove Damage Records in California.
Yeah.
Is anybody familiar with them? He's doing usually when his store closes, he does a 1 hour show. And I've got some, I think, pretty cool records from him. Stereo copy of James Brown. It was 75. Promo mono copy of
Oh wow.
Casino Clams.
Very cool.
One of my favorites recently was The Beautiful South. Anybody's familiar with that?
Yeah.
But I also got bit a lot by some sellers who kind of overgrade. And I didn't spend a lot of money on it. This was $19,
Oh, nice.
but it was a little undergraded.
Undergraded?
Stereo? Mono?
What do you mean?
It's a
Like,
stereo.
what do you mean by undergraded? Did they
Well, they
advertise
said it was VG plus, and I'd argue that.
It's not extra clean, that's for sure.
And then at the same time, I bought a monocopy of that.
Nice.
Man,
That's always beat. Yeah.
Yep.
it's
Also,
one
a
of my
little
favorite records.
Extra clean should be in the gold mine
but it-
standard.
But it was $22, so even
Oh,
if
nice. Wow, that thing's going for a lot of money.
yeah, that was one point I was going to make. I think I like to, I sell at record shows. I also sell a little bit online, so I also see it as an avenue to stock those things. I'm not like Joel.
Yeah.
I have a record store. I like to have fresh stuff when I sell at shows. So I think there was a 45 auction I was on maybe 6 months ago, where they were, I think, $2 or $6 each. But I was buying Susie 7-inchers for $2, and Kate Bush and Hawkwind, and I just bought, I don't know, probably 40 45s over a few hour period, and we
I can
spent,
see once you get the taste of finding that good stuff like that, you want to keep finding that.
yeah.
Oh, your everlasting whatnot high.
I do know that a friend of mine here, he tried WhatNot one day, and he's a long seasoned record guy, and he found someone selling rare psychedelic records in private presses in New Orleans, I believe. And as a result of that guy not doing very well because he didn't have a huge audience, he got in touch with them and they started speaking directly, and then he ended up just buying stuff from him, like he would like anybody, selling stuff up, selling collections. So
I think we
things
were
worked
on
out.
his stream
it's
tonight.
possible.
Did that
Yeah.
guy know
More
what
what?
he had, or
Uh,
and didn't do well, or he?
In some cases, yeah. In some cases, he didn't, or he maybe just undervalued certain things. But we're not talking about getting very rare things for like nothing, but we're talking about getting pretty rare things for like pretty sub-median, even if it's a lot, Chris, prices.
Yeah. I've done some things where I've bought some records from sellers on Whatnot and then passed on sales during the live stream, but then reached out to the store owner and then negotiated a price below the Whatnot ask and still got free shipping. Like
Wow.
this Funkadelic still in the shrink.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got $35. Parliament Major Booty Affair. I think I paid $40 for that. Still like mint. Another couple of more Parliaments. I paid up a little bit more for these because they had a lot of the posters and stuff that came with it. Super clean. I think I paid $60 for this one, and then $50 for this one. There you go.
So it's there, right, John? If you're like willing
Yeah,
to spend the
if you're
time.
looking,
Yep.
because
Top tip right there.
you don't see very clean Parliament or Funkadelic records.
No.
I want to say, what are you finding on the Temu from Temu, Michael? Like, I'm really, really wondering what you're buying off Temu.
Hey Joel,
What's the
whatever
version of
happened?
fast fashion for records?
Whatever happened with your plan to open up a store with your buddy that we met?
Oh, well,
Can't talk about that here.
he bought this 5 semi-load full of dance records,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's what him and one of the guys who owns Numero Group. They bought this huge dance collection, and they're doing that thing now.
Okay. Wait,
That's
what?
happening.
So he pivoted from starting a record store to hawking dance records?
Yeah, there's a Let It Be Records that was in Minneapolis. They bought this huge dance collection, and
So they're just selling them at shows and stuff?
I don't know. It's the weird part is I don't know if they're going to try and mine it for releases. It's not through Numero. It's one of the owners. And so I don't know if they're going to try and sell it or if they're going to try and mine it. Because there's a lot of stuff on there that was hard to get. And,
Okay.
yeah.
This decoy.
Well, the thing is with this too, you got to be careful if you're trying to get into the WhatNot game. You have to build the audience and know how to do it. You know, you don't want to sell anything too rare in the beginning, so you got to slowly entice people. Offer a couple of really interesting titles to grow the audience, and then promote it in other places. It's a hustle. It's a game. I applaud the channels that have gotten good at it. It's just seeing certain $5 records sell 20 times their price is hard to reconcile. Like where that's.
I think that is very few.
Yeah,
I think there's like 5 sellers who fit that mold on there.
It does sound like a lot of
Your
work.
experience the same when you're watching.
And I tend to only go to shows where they're marked significantly low, so they're anticipating bidding instead of listing it at what it's worth, because then if you're bidding it up from there, it's just going to be a regret for you.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, if I was looking, I would be looking to pay just to see what I could find for reasonable prices. I have things I'm looking for, but I don't. I'm less interested in paying really high dollar for something unless it's something I desperately want,
Right.
or I just think is rare. But I am interested in finding records I like for, below what they're going for anywhere else.
So you guys just don't want anybody to be able to make a living at this. You guys are only interested in hitting the fire sales.
I'm giving plenty of my money away to people to help them make a living. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to save some ducats where you can. Everything's expensive now, as you know.
I read Well Patience in preparation for the stream, Joel. I'm very offended by your remark.
Yeah.
What record collector or buyer isn't looking for a deal?
Yeah. What consumer is looking
deals
for
are
a deal?
overrated, man.
Okay.
Deals are overrated. Come to Static ATX. I'm still trying to get the Jason.
Did you just have a 50% off deal?
I already did 50% off. I did 50% off all the used stuff. I did 50% off a bunch of other stuff. I want the Jason Rojas collection. I want him to stop selling it to Breakaway. I can get a premium by putting them up on my wall. I want to have a dedicated wall just to Jason Rojas's records.
I feel like your trade-in credit would go further with Jason than it does a permanent as well. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
What you got, Joel? What you got? Got it, that Alien Sex Fiend box set?
I wish. That's Alan that has that. I don't have the Alien Sex Fiend box. The only one I've even seen was in Alan's collection. I'll do consignments. I do better than consignments. Anyway, Dom, I'm really depressed, and your videos cheered me up this week.
Let's wake up Joel so he doesn't get depressed. Let me
Get him some maggot brain coffee.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
You don't drink coffee, you said, though, no?
No.
That's the first problem.
Let's see here. Let's look at this one first, okay? Everyone try not to cry. Okay, let's...
Is this live?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Doobie
I remember
Brothers,
this, yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
and Me,
saw that.
134.
What?
Even if it was a white label promo, that is ridiculous.
It is, but somebody
Just
Is
let
there
it
even a white label
really
promo?
wanted it.
feel it.
Well, and multiple people bid on that.
I do believe that was a promo, but still, I would no.
Okay,
Here, I'm
let's-
going to go into
Wait, like the Doobie Brothers? Like not some rare
Yeah.
UK psych band that sounds
No.
like that name? Like
It's the early Doobie Brothers when they were like, yeah.
Okay, let's
Private
do one
press.
more. So the whole thing is I'm not shaming, It's just
It's
interesting.
Not, it's not Dillon's fault that someone paid so much.
Okay, here we go. Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
what?
I know. What the
This is a doctored photo.
154. Everything is VG plus or better. Sounds like I'm in
All right,
WhatNot
that-
hell.
that
The
Doobie
Matthew
Brothers
Bish is
record So there's one white label promo. Let's assume it was a white label promo. Median on Discogs is $23.50.
How about this mountain record?
Let's see.
I mean,
Is
that's
it because it's from that critics collection or industry guys collection?
but he's not a known. He wasn't a known guy or a known.
I think
you
this
know,
was the DJ that
yeah.
had this one. Yeah.
See the best commenter right here? Do you see that? Been looking for that forever. I bet you have on a mountain.
It's $6 in every shop right now.
All right, promo
that's
copy.
Of Mountain?
Mount per Mountain. $10.23.
Come on, man.
That's extra
Highest
clean.
it's
though.
ever sold for was $39, and 88 people want it, and there's 6 for sale. Let's see, near mint,
That's good.
near mint record, $20.
Oof. You know, I look at
That gives
those.
us a bad name.
I look at those pictures, you know, and I remember I was watching it live. Like I think maybe it was Joel or better looking Joel. You told me
Teddy.
about it,
Yeah.
and then I flipped it on, and then I was like watching, going, no, doobies, no. It was wild.
I mean, I've overpaid for some things on Whatnot. It was mostly because not easy to get, and I just
Right.
condition was good, and I was just comfortable doing it.
That's different though. It's not a fucking mountain record.
Yes, I was not buying the mountain.
It's
Yeah, it's happened to me at a show or somewhere where maybe I just in the moment it looks great. It's the record I want. I'm like, I have the money for it at that moment. And I check later, like, oh, it was probably a little less, but also like I'm in person, I'm looking at it, I can see it.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yes.
to have it shipped. I'm not worried
There's
about getting
also-
lost.
The easy click thing where you just swipe
Swipe.
the bid, right? If you had a stack of dollar bills and you were actually pulling out away, I guarantee you these records would not sell.
Yeah. Also,
Like the original eBay, you had to mail a check to somebody to pay for your winning.
yeah.
Maybe it's slab prospectors, they want those
gotta
extra
slab it.
clean records.
Well,
They need to be 9.5s.
the Whatnot
Hey,
slide does not prevent you from bidding up your own bid either.
I don't think a press kit does. No, a press kit does not. That's not going to bring it up to that price. It's cool. Press kits are rare, but
I want to address that question before you go to the next topic.
no. Go ahead and address it
which
now.
question?
So I want Dom to chime in too after I say my piece. Not this comment, the other one.
You mean this one?
No, this one. So when I first started the record store, I felt guilt. Like I felt guilt for selling like new records at like $32.99, and I was constantly for the first like 8 months, I was like selling close to cost because I felt so guilty about what the prices were. And I did the same thing for used collections. I was paying through the roof more than what I should have been paying because I felt so guilty, and I wanted people to have a good experience. But I'm telling you right now, that is the reason why I get sensitive to this kind of thing is like you have to get over that shit because you can't run a business like that. You know what I mean? Like if you actually want to have a sustainable business, like if you look at what Lance from Permanent Records and Mike and Dillon and what these guys are doing, yes, sometimes they get people to pay a little bit of extra, but it helps them run the business better. They're able to buy more collections, make more
Pay
things
the rent.
available.
Yeah.
Like
And
you don't want a bunch of record stores where the owner is stressed out because back home they can't buy food or whatever. Like you want, you know what I mean? Like there has to be an economy where it works. So when too many people start complaining about people overpaying or things being slightly higher than what they should, and everyone just like hyping up the deals, or old men reminiscing about the old days when things were $1 down at the Piggly Wiggly, it's like that shit doesn't help. Like an economy has to fucking has to exist. And this whatnot thing, like, it's easy to just see the streams and be like, you know, like, I can't believe someone paid that crazy amount. Right? We all have that feeling.
Yeah.
But the reality is now Dillon is able to actually run a business.
Well, he's
and
also
do
building
the
a new
shit that he's
store.
doing.
He's opening a second store. Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't exist if people are constantly getting like insane deals where they find
Right.
$100 records for $5. Like, that's not a way to sustain a business. So, like, I say hats off to him. I had the feelings that you guys have, but I put my hats off to them, you know, because he's not doing anything dishonest. He's putting it up there for a fair price, and people are bidding it up. Like,
That's
people
right.
are free to do what they want. I mean, you can talk about addiction and all that kind of stuff, like, you know what I mean? But so, Dom, what do you think after I said that?
No, I'm not expecting like him to say I can't accept that price or anything like that. It's just strange to see, number one. But you know, I just think you can run a business ethically and responsibly and sort of like, you know, doing it in the way that you feel good about while also making money, hopefully, and ideally making enough to like put yourself or your kids into, you know, a decent house or whatever the heck it is you plan to do with your life. You know, it's just, I think, you know, we live in a capitalist place, a capitalist country, like, no question. We're reminded every day. It's grueling, no question. But I still think, you know, as people who are trying to do a silly thing like collect records, you really try to find what you can at a fair price when you can. And if you work hard, like Joel's doing, finding stuff for a good price, or, you know, if you just are constantly keeping your ear to the ground, your nose to the ground, whatever it is, you know, you'll be rewarded for it, as you should. You're doing the work, just as Dillon's doing the work to buy and sell records and make a profit and open up a new store or whatever. No, I mean, you know, you can't run a business and not mark up stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, he's not selling locally. You know what I'm saying? He could have sold those records locally, but I guess the customer base isn't there, perhaps?
Right. He's realizing
Probably
this
Or
that
Apple-
and shelf space isn't there either, and he has to turn them around.
Okay, and then otherwise I would play devil's advocate. Then he knew that he could sell it online and make more money because his fanboys would overpay.
Yeah, but
Okay,
then
so-
there's been collections where he's picked them up and did a YouTube video and said, "I'm not selling this on whatnot. This is going in my store."
Okay.
Yeah, but I think there's also this balance of, like, you have this audience, right? But then the stuff you sell on whatnot is only the mediocre stuff. Like, when do you see those really great records on whatnot? And I understand that's to pull people in,
Sure.
but
So it's a trade-off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, so we have people like Cariajo, like he goes to the store and so is Swift-O-Matic, right? And none of these guys are saying like his store is bad. They're just saying,
No.
you know, that he's not the best store, right? So this one is like Lunchbox is better. Dillon
Lunchbox is good. Yeah.
has an online presence, you know. And again, like, you know, this is correct too, Swift, like, you're not wrong. Like, he's putting the money into the store, right? And I you know, I also understand Joel's point, you know. Like, I get your point. Like,
Well,
But isn't, like, is BMW really the ultimate driving machine, or did that company put that effort into that marketing
That's
and that
marketing,
message
man.
to
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's kind of like this. It's this situation where if you build that reputation through the store, through a YouTube channel, through going to record fairs, like all these things, like having media outlets cover you, like, you're gonna get the advantage of that other stores aren't going to get, because they're not, to Dom's point, they're not putting that grind in. Like, so yeah, they get to sell a mountain record, you know, for 70 times its value.
So
Because of
do
that.
you guys honestly think, go back to Emmer Dooms?
Sure.
I think this is kind of an extreme statement Emmer Doom is making, but I don't get the sense, like, I'm only mentioning it because he's talking about ethics right here. You're stating that you think Dillon is purposely doing this because, you know, I just don't see it.
I mean,
I
I
think it
can't
needs to move
prove it.
records.
I can't prove it, but I mean, if it was, hypothetically, if it was happening, you know.
I think I think his prime motivation is to be able to sell these records quick.
Yeah.
That's what I
He
think.
bought a big collection.
He can take
like
2 hours of work, 3 hours, whatever, and move how many records? You said 4 boxes worth of records, and they
Or
all
Yellow
sell.
Box, so
They
400
all sell.
records,
And
right?
And
he's still got to pay the fees too.
Yeah, but who cares about the fees when you turn when you can turn around your inventory that quick?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is serious power. Why
Yeah,
would you?
cash is king.
It'd be really hard not to take 4 boxes of mediocre, common record, whatever you want to call them, and not do that
Common.
because
Yeah.
he's got a spatial limitation more than anything. And then holy shit, I just sold Foreigner, Doobie Brothers for $126. I don't even think it's about that for him. I think it's the fact that he can move this stuff, make a profit, and get it out of there.
Fast. Yeah.
What was Carbon? I can't keep up with the chat. There's some good comments in here though.
At Angry Mom, we used to take all of our common overstock that we have now, which probably wouldn't be common anymore, and we'd do rock box, a soul, folk, like 60 to 70 LPs in a U-Haul box, and put that up on eBay. Started at $9.99, not because we wanted to make, we'd end up selling a box of records for like $80, which they'd have to pay for shipping. We didn't give free shipping, but it was more about we need room, we need this out of here, and we don't want to just put it on the street.
And cash flow.
And cash flow, a little bit of cash flow too. Now you can go to WhatNot, and it takes to list it on eBay, you have to list it. That takes way more time than it does to do a WhatNot stream.
WhatNot, yeah.
So it's very powerful for these stores to do that, and if they can take that money and then turn it into all this other cool stuff, like he's running a label now, like that, a record label is a losing proposition. So that's a labor of love for most people. So it's how can he not do that? Is the question.
So what's the title of the stream? To be or
what not to be.
Jeez.
It's. I mean, Jason. I see Jason's point. Like, if you're in the top 5% of record personalities and you own a store, then you're going to get more for those common records than the average person. My argument to that is you don't get there overnight to get that advantage. I mean, it's hard. It's a conflicting topic.
I mean,
Of course,
Listen, we're going to go to WFMU in November, and there's going to be you're going to see a record at a vendor that everybody loves, and it's going to be $15 more than the guy who's selling it in the corner that nobody knows, because that vendor can get away with it. Whereas the other guy, no one's even looking in his bins until 3 o'clock.
Nice, Dave.
Saturday. So
that's true. That is very true. Yeah. Yeah. Carolina Soul or,
right.
Human Head is going to be selling. They have the primo space at WFMU, and some guy in the corner may have the same thing for half the price or something. And they just might be happy to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with what Casino Clam said.
Which one?
This one right here.
Purging common overstock is a good reason to sell and whatnot, but a high-profile seller who inspires crazy bidding wars on trash should have some responsibility towards the seller and not put up junk. Well, this
comes down to free market argument, basically.
Yeah,
which you can agree with or disagree with.
I was talking. I agreed with the first sentence. I didn't finish reading it. I'm not insinuating any. I don't think anyone's putting up trash.
No.
And getting people to bid on it. These are good albums.
Worth what you pay for it.
Yeah. Dude, Seaferg is going hard on us.
There's only one way to find out, Joel. Make that trip, right? We'll make that trip to Noble. We'll ask him over a bottle of whiskey. As for the real truth.
I was gonna go by there. My parents live in North Carolina, but he's a little further north. Like I'd have to go out of my way to get up there. But I almost did it last time I was driving through there.
Yeah, it's WFMU season coming up here.
That's right. Less than 3 months.
Joel, you could always, in your YouTube videos that you do about the store, promote your WhatNot channel and have people.
I told you, I have to get 100 followers.
How's it hanging on your perch, Seaberg? Jeez, come on now.
We're just nerding out, Seaferg. Take it easy. Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm not jealous. Well, I mean, I would love to. Yeah, no, I don't. I would love for someone to spend $100 on a $5 record.
This
I'm all
is
about it.
right.
Yeah, because you're not going to sit there and it's like, no, I can't possibly sell this to you for that much money.
I mean, listen. You know what my reality is? I have a record for $10, and a guy's coming to me asking for a deal. Like, I would much rather be in Dillon's shoes, having someone happily overpay.
When is
I
so?
like this-
I'm curious though. Like, sorry, Chris. Like,
No,
we're talking about Dillon's auction specifically. He's done some more premium stuff, right? At some point,
Yeah.
like actual, like real, more rare stuff, more desirable. And how do those go?
Yes.
I
Still
just
higher.
bought a Jackson Brown self-titled test pressing yesterday from him. I got it below Discogs value, but it was the cleanest example that he had ever seen. He showed it on screen. It was clean, and so I feel really good about my purchase.
And
Just because
overall,
I didn't pay the Discogs price.
overall though, from like everything combined, are you seeing like exponentially the prices hitting in a number that's insanely high for the rare records, or is it more sort of on about par for what they're worth?
About on par.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it
The
depends.
examples that we showed tonight are really, really out there.
Yeah.
I would say.
I think when he started picking up some of the Sounds of America, whatever the
Yeah.
but there were some jazz titles in there that
There's
were
some Provenance alone with that right there.
Yeah, I
It
did
was
see
like-
some of those actually. I think that's one way he can say, "Look, I've also brought all of this other rare stuff to the platform."
Right.
So I'm not just trying to get rid of my junk or whatever it is.
no, I think
which-
he's reputable, respectful. I think he's not bringing VG. He's probably not selling VG records, right?
No,
Or
I've seen him
lower.
actually pull records from his stream.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not selling this.
Yep.
Or this will be a free record.
Yes.
I didn't know that Montani's Records is coming soon.
Oh, great.
I'm there. FMU, let's go.
Man, that would be great, right? If you showed up at WFMU for sure, right? That would be.
Live, whatnot.
he wouldn't make
person.
it out alive. Wait,
Imagine
who showed
that-
up alive?
Imagine that audience, a box of those records to the FMU crew. That'd get ugly.
Wait, talking about Dillon?
Yeah, or whoever.
That's a good point, Alex. Yeah, you got to look at the. I know you guys just said this, but you got to look at for every mountain he sold, how many. Or not picking on Dillon, but for every mountain example there are, how many are undervalued? I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, I think Dave in chat said he's gotten a couple things for pretty reasonable prices, actually.
I did too. I bought a few things from him recently.
I think Better Looking Joel spends like a metric fuck ton of money on records every week.
Oh, Joel, you were purging like 600 records, weren't you?
Joel's wife has never seen the credit card bill.
What I want to get Better Looking Joel's wife on the podcast so we can ask how.
Wait,
how
that's
we
not
get away
that's
with
not
it.
fair because Joel sells a shit ton of records all the time. So
So I bought these from Dillon. They're
Out
all
of his-
good price.
out of his pockets.
That's never the easiest record to find.
No.
The sweet, okay.
Sweet.
Is that a hologram on the cover?
Who's that?
Record, that was a good price.
That's a great deal, Casino.
Joel, this is a bunch of boomer music.
This was a white label promo. I think it was like $15.
Great price.
Are you going to listen to any of those records?
Yeah.
He's gonna flip them.
Nope, not flipping. Oh, the only one I'm getting rid of is Sparks.
You don't like the Sparks?
I have UK Press.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep that one.
You're doing God's work, Joel. I'm sorry that your buddy abandoned you for dance records. I was looking
No,
forward.
I mean,
to
I do spend a lot of money on records. I mean, I will.
Abandoning them for Thug Nation.
If you ever want to partner up with Static ATX, we can do it.
But I sell a lot too. I shipped 6 or 7 orders this morning, and
What is
And
that?
you're
That you
so-
were
are
showing
you-
side 3, right? Side 3 raspberries.
yeah.
That's one of my favorite records.
And
Right.
Joel,
Boomer.
are you selling on WhatNot?
That's right, Boomer.
I sell on Discogs.
Discogs.
I do
okay.
record shows. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
should I
Been through
give
some good deals,
should
yeah.
I give the trick here? Should I tell you the trick? We were talking about it earlier before the stream. The good deal. So the thing is, if you're going to do a 3-hour stream, right? You're thinking in reality the stamina of the watcher can't be too big, right? So you have to wait it out, right? So I think by the time of the halfway point, I hate to say it, after the halfway point, like I believe prices will be at least a bit reasonable because everyone rushed too hard at the first hour.
Well, buyers have fallen off the stream because they had other things going on.
Sure.
Or
Right.
they spend all their money in the B section.
That's right. That's
right.
right. So you're seeing this,
It's
right?
like all the heavy hitters come out the end. And
So and then
Wait,
it's a matter of placement too, right? Like
Yeah.
the person would want to like I know Dillon doesn't do this, like he just puts record 27. He doesn't but I think he's going alphabetically sometimes, maybe not.
I think. I don't think. Well, it depends on like a box.
it depends on
Maybe
how
it
you
was already
packed the
alphabetical.
box. Yeah, if you packed
Yes.
it at someone's house and then just brought it over, it's probably alphabetical.
Okay. So I mean he doesn't really like doing like the due diligence that say like Mike Esposito would do, right?
Right. He puts them in, depending on his
Put them in
show.
sleeves. Yeah.
Yes.
He either puts them all in, and they're usually alphabetical, because he also does consignment shows for people,
Yeah.
Right.
which I think is it's a good gig if you can get him to do your consignment for your records.
Have you consigned anything with him yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't pay somebody the fee. I'd sell it myself.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this guy here. Is that how you got the Bruce Springsteen Tunnel of Love in your dreams? Would you like to see it? Hey Joe, my favorite buddy here from New York. Let's for Hey Joe. Let's
What the fuck?
That hurt.
Are you kidding
Did you
me?
get that here when you're in town?
let's feel it. So hey Joe, do you feel this hype sticker on top of you?
Extra clean.
That is
Oh
clean.
man. How about
Looks-
hey Joe, you ready for the
Is
price? You ready
Is
for
it
the
still
price?
sealed?
Ready for the
it's okay.
price?
That looks like it's ready for whatnot.
Oh,
$5.
That's slab worthy.
But it is a $5 record, Jason.
when did this come out? 1987?
Who cares when it came out?
Smells like 1987.
Does it smell like the Stone Pony?
The Don Johnson.
I like this. That's right, Joel. But the comment after this, ooh, look at this. This is hard.
Wow. Play on words.
What's going on, Chris? You don't like Bruce Springsteen?
I mean, no, we're sitting here on the stream. Dom's more New York than me, even though he lives in Bumblefuck now, right?
What?
but I mean, and I love Hey Joe. Hey Joe's my guy. Like I consider Hey Joe.
He's great.
We're Fish Brothers in arms too. But Jason in front of us doesn't even wait till our backs are turned and says my favorite person from New York, and it's like we're
I could have said one of mine.
one of
Sorry.
That is
Little
not
Freudian-
currently on this stream.
Freudian slip.
It's because Hey Joe likes to troll me on Instagram. He'll just send me something, and then
Yeah,
and it just gets to me, right? Like, what
Is he
the hell?
haggling you about your Vashti as well?
No. He haggles me about like some silly ass record. I mean, should I show some more silly records? Should we do for the rest?
They're all
Well,
showing right now.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Bruce Springsteen is not silly records. But go on.
What?
Show that
Slater
Slater.
is?
come on.
Shows everyone Slater. How many people in Boomer VC knows Slater right now?
You're
This is one of the
praising
hottest
Total Love,
records
and you're
of
calling us boomers.
Are you selling
Not
the
you.
Slater record, Joel?
I am selling a Slater
Right.
record.
She's got a
on
few,
your site,
you
is
know?
it?
This is like one of the hottest albums of the last couple of years.
Yeah. Is it good? You like it?
Jason, how do you feel about it?
First half's really good. The rest, it's It's danger, like not good.
Well, what is she doing exactly? Oh, it's pop, right? But what's the specific?
In reality, like she's sort of using like glitch, onto the
Oh.
music. So
She's like trying to bring back Electroclash or something, isn't
yes,
she?
yes, but in like a very different way. In a way, like it's because of her own style. You know what I'm saying? So she's combining Brat with the glitch, right? And it takes it to another level.
I can't believe this conversation.
You don't like it?
Chris.
Well, this is also the same
Rat-
stream where we were tuning
getting
into
all the
WhatNot
kids
auctions
to-
live and
I just keep
trolling
on
the extra
thinking
cleaner.
like brat and glitch sounds like bitch to me. It's just strange, strange things.
Can you show the Robin album you got down there?
Okay.
Let's go back to WhatNot. Let's have fun there.
Listen, boomers, we're gonna watch some non-boomer music here. We're not going to WhatNot for the boomer town.
So
Robin.
so somebody asked. I know this is not. I'm going to make a comparison video for this one. I think people in Discogs are asking, does this sound better than the 2019 RSD? The answer is no.
And you've
Oh,
compared them, I assume.
Yeah.
You
Unfortunately.
got Charlie XCX behind you.
Yep. So if we look at this one, it's good that we're talking about new music, right?
We're getting all the viewers after we talk about Charlie.
So look at these three old guys. Who's on the cover? Kale, Scorsese, and who's the middle guy?
Someone in fashion, right?
It is Kale and Scorsese. Michael McDonald? No.
That's really funny, Tom.
Kenny Loggins.
I don't know who that is. He looks like a younger gentleman.
Who is it?
Cronenberg.
It's Cronenberg.
They're just Charlie XCX's fans. They don't know anything.
These guys are boomers, Joel.
They are her oldest fans.
They are boomers.
That's right. Do you see it? It is. That's why I like it the most, Joe. Like, there's something about the Tunnel of Love that just really, like, he basically let go of his band and decide, after, what is it? Born in the USA, right? The biggest record.
Right. Yep.
Goes to this direction and talks about,
Well, he did that
Love.
with Nebraska as well. He didn't.
well, that was a
advertise them
darker
as the
record.
East-
That's a darker
Yeah.
record. Okay, but this
he went lighter. Yeah.
right. So this record's a bit lighter, but the funny thing about it is that this record, are you ready, Dom? You ready for this comparison?
Do I have a choice?
You have no choice. This record, to one of my favorite people in the VC, Dom. There you go. This
Thank you, thank
record,
you.
The Love Topic and Tunnel of Love, is very similar to the same Gang of Four Hard. Believe it or not.
Yeah. Gang of Four hard though. You're not really doing him any favors there.
Well, it took him 3 years. Born in the USA was 84. That came out in 87.
Correct.
And then 5 years until his next record. So probably really messed him up.
And that was Human
That's what I'm
Touch
saying. Right. The double.
Lucky Town.
Yeah, Lucky Town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I remember when those both came out, I avoided it like the plague because they looked the same. I was like, what's this about? This was the Tunnel of Love from the Ton Verlaine collection. Nope, we tried to start that rumor, remember? I just didn't want to post that on Instagram and get some sort of weird reaction. I think we agreed that would be the poor choice to do that.
Is that like a Pittsburgh George Tunnel of Love?
No, the Tom Verlaine Academy. Tunnel of Love. Like, Tom Verlaine owned Bruce Springsteen? Like, it would have blew up.
Into the
You know what?
Go-Go's. Yeah.
You know what would have happened? It would have just blew up the internet. I would have been like, no,
Yeah, they didn't include that in their video, but probably, right?
Right.
I do love that. It's funny to think about this, like we're selling the Pittsburgh George collection or the Cleveland Dave collection or whatever.
Right.
Like if you're a record store dealer who's been buying collections, you're like, yeah, I buy collections from the guy from some town all the time. Like who's Pittsburgh George compared to Alex down in Georgia? Like it's funny. It's really funny to
Isn't
me.
Pittsburgh George the guy from Blow?
I don't have any Robin records. Sorry, Jose.
It's at Breakaway. They had many copies. You asked me, Stevie, how's the Charlie XCX? It's half good. I think the B-side's better. I think the A-side's bad.
Is she doing glitch pop or whatever too? What's her story?
No, she's actually trying
Just
to
kidding.
rock.
I know
Are you
who
sure?
she is.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah. I have a 12-year-old daughter. Of course I know she is.
Yeah.
She tries to rock out on this album, but that's not. It's misleading. That's what I call poor marketing. Do we have any other thoughts? Are we done with this? I'm just
I'm
showing
gonna find
comments.
a way to use glitch pop in a sentence this week. So
Yeah, if we can end now, I got WhatNot to do. I'm ready.
I got my credit card balance zeroed
Call
out.
me in. Call me up, coach. Come on, Joel. Call me in. I'm ready. You've shown me the ways. That's what we're gonna do. That's it.
Oh, thank you. We try here.
Has anyone ever said that about this?
We have any final thoughts on this?
Final thoughts on WhatNot?
Yeah, so Dillon was supposed to be on the stream tonight.
Oh,
and
don't go there. You want to show those thumbnails?
Mhm.
Do you want to?
Yeah, so wait, what? The picture I made?
Yeah.
Don't do that shit, guys.
No, Chris doesn't want me to.
Okay.
I disappointed so many people this week.
Let's see.
I had so much more respect of my peers like 2 weeks ago than I do today. I'm pretty much at rock bottom, like with my peers.
This is Suicide Watch.
Why is there, Joel?
No, not me personally. I'm just saying with my
okay.
peers. Like I betrayed Jason, and I let down Chris and Dom like multiple times this
What are
week.
you talking about, Joel?
And
Is
this
and
the
Johnny
pit-
Fever,
this is the pity
he
party? Come
wanted
on.
to do the convention, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do the convention. I'm just
What?
letting people down everywhere
Right.
in my life, and it's just
The
not good.
only person that let me down this week was Dom because I sent him as the polka turns live stream and then I got
Hold
no
on, leave
reply
that
from
out.
him.
Leave that. What is
Dom
that?
has got the fever.
Ooh,
Dollar perfumes with
How about the person in the box? What is that?
with Kevin. Yeah, I don't. A pop-up show. I don't know what that is. We got glare. And the other thing is, can I do WhatNot? I'm an old person. I don't like doing WhatNot on my phone. Can I do it on desktop?
Yeah, you can.
On my
You
laptop? Can I do it? Okay.
It's probably better.
The phone's a little better.
Okay. You can pay up for records quicker on the phone.
It's a quicker swipe.
Maybe that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yes.
It's a bad
Dom,
thing.
did you check out as the polka turns the other day when I sent you? Did you check that out? It's fucking incredible. Fucking incredible.
So
I
Chris
got too
sends me this
distracted when we were
text.
talking about that record.
Chris sends me that text like as the polka turns. I'm just like, okay, I'll just hit it. I'm like, the hell's going on here? Who are these guys? What are they doing? Are they going to play any music? And then they do. They spin records, polka music. And I'm like, wow. Okay. It's like, they're going hard, you know?
I had no idea there was that much polka music and there was that many enthusiasts. They had like 20 people watching the live stream. I was like, I can't believe this.
Yeah, that's the takeaway from the show tonight. Is Joel should have bought the Maggot Brain coffee.
Right. Will I be able to get this like from other stores?
He keeps letting us down.
Just go to End of an Ear. You'll be
Okay.
happier that way.
So if I get the coffee and bring it to Static ATX, we can brew it.
No,
I seriously want this coffee. I really do.
Get out of here.
Hey,
There you
Bring
are.
him on.
Come on.
Come on.
Dude, is he really in here? He's my hero, dude. I'm just trying to be as good as Noble.
We need to ask Dillon why you got banned from his stream. This is the
Yeah,
whole.
Dylan, your
we
moderator
could solve
banned
this
me.
right
I
now.
wasn't even doing nothing.
Send him a link.
I wanna buy
Send him the
records.
link.
You send him the link.
Hopefully,
I don't know, Dylan.
Hopefully,
I don't
Dylan, you will have the Maggot Brain coffee at your store.
Listen, if Dillon
Someone would say
hasn't,
yes to the Maggot Brain coffee.
if Dillon hasn't fast forwarded to the, oh, he wants to come on. Send him the link. He says he
Yeah,
wants
send me the
to.
link.
They're all sealed, Rev. Hot stuff, extra clean.
We'll get
I wish I was
down,
asking
down
for
and dirty.
pictures.
Hold on, let me see.
Dylan, we said nice things about you. I even went on like a little mini rant defending you.
Joel here. Look at this change of heart.
That's not it. Listen to my rant. I'm clearly.
Wait, Joel, it wasn't like 10 minutes ago you were saying you were so disappointed in the entire VC.
No, I like your videos, man. You're part of the VC.
Oh,
It's just those other people I don't like. Them others, the undesirables in the VC.
Okay, let's show Joel's name against the VC.
Alan always.
Like this is good.
No, not the lady.
Dylan, I sent you the link. I've never talked to you before, so I don't know if you got the message.
He's going to tell us about WhatNot, all his secrets. Anyway, if you listen to anything,
Is it a troll? Is that a 0 instead of an O?
I'll back all of my statements up that I said.
Okay, where? He's asking where?
IG.
I didn't say anything bad. Dude, Rev, the answer is yes. Anyone, don't even put a no option on that poll. It should be yes or hell yes. Unless you're talking about better looking Joel. Better looking Joel is not anywhere near rock bottom. He's fucking killing it in life. I don't have his good looks, his record collection. His wife's probably prettier. No, that's not possible. I have a really pretty wife.
I don't know, man. You and I should chat on the side. Because
What about our wives?
no, about
Alien sex fiend.
I don't want to talk about alien sex fiend. I got a good story about a friend of mine with alien sex fiend. But
Yeah.
This is getting weird now. What's going on?
My friend with an alien sex fiend.
never mind. All right. Well, since we're waiting, my friend Chad, his 16th birthday, one of his favorite bands was Alien Sex Fiend. He talked his parents into taking him to First Avenue to see him. As they walk in, there's a video playing of some fisting going on the screen. And he's with his parents.
What? And
Damn, Seaberg is going hard. I do have it better than Iranian women. You're correct. I apologize. That you've just given me better perspective.
My friend
I've actually
breaks
never
the party with his parents.
I've never seen Alien Sex Fiend live. I don't even think they played any shows anywhere near me at any point in my life.
Well, that would have been like 86 probably.
Oh yeah, I was a kid. That would have been wild to see Alien Sex Fiend before I was 10 years old.
we still live?
Yeah.
We are.
Dylan's going to join and tell us about WhatNot.
He's gonna school us. I don't think I'm ready for this, actually.
prepare yourself.
Right.
Hey, look what I got at the store today. At Breakaway, I got the top.
Well, it's a good one.
Oh,
Is that the deluxe edition?
So yeah, deluxe, right?
Yeah,
Those are good.
That's the last cure record I have. Well, like in the run. I do not have disintegration. Fight me.
Really?
Yeah.
But don't worry, the vinyl doesn't sound good. It's
None
a
of it.
DMM cut.
The top I sold and then I actually bought that back. I realized I did like it.
Jason, did you have a US or a UK press?
UK press. That's the only one I don't have. I don't have show.
yeah, I had to buy this because it was
But
only.
I think Breakaway were trying to sell it for like $250 or $300 at one point, and I would just look at it at their wall, and I was like, I can't do that. Just can't.
Oh, they had the vinyl.
At one point, I think somebody bought it actually.
That somebody may have been me.
Really?
I'm taking out Cure Records.
I like
Yeah,
the
a couple record shows ago, I found a sealed copy of this.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, Wild Mood Swings. Hell yeah, dude.
Is that a picture disc?
Here, hold
not
on,
a
make
picture
that big.
disc.
No, that's not the reissue, right? That's the OG.
Yeah, the guy had 380 on it.
I know, dude. Those later era Cure records are pricey.
I think I talked him down like 200 on it. I think I got it was like maybe 180.
That is one of my favorite Cure albums. Actually, I actually really like that album.
We also bought a sealed Pretty Hate Machine from him at the same time.
Cool.
Sweeten the deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did here we go? We'll add Dillon.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey guys, am I
What
here?
up, man?
I never do this. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
All right. What's up?
We're just about to wrap up a little stream about whatnot, I guess.
Yeah,
So
I,
we're
haven't-
coming at a good
I
time.
try not to watch this stuff because, I know you guys are controversial fellows and you have some opinions, I'm sure. But, anyways, one of you, I try not to watch it because I try to just keep it positive. But one of you said that one of my moderators banned you. Here's the deal.
Me. They banned me, and I didn't even
so-
do nothing.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't know anything about it, but sometimes we'll be having an auction and everything's going really good, and then we'll have people that come in and they just slam in like, you pay too much, you pay too much, you pay too much, and it just kind of like it's a lot of negativity. I'm not saying that's what you did. I don't know, but I've given him the reins, and I say if anybody's negative, kick them out. That's just what we do. There's a lot. I mean, you never know who's on the other end of the screen, so that's kind of what happens. But I don't really know who he kicks out when. But what'd you say? Do you remember?
So I had someone told me about the stream, so I had just tuned in, but I was watching on a computer that didn't have sound, like I didn't have speakers, so I couldn't hear anything you were saying. And you were selling a Wake of the Flood, and it sold for
I can't hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, you can. Oh, someone left the stream, and I starts messing up the. Yeah, he can't leave. Who left anyway? Someone was in here. You might have to.
Johnny.
Oh, Johnny Fever. Oh, that's why it probably started messing up when he joined. This is like a bug in this software. Like there's something about the fact that when people leave the stream,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you guys. 1 second.
Oh,
The only way it's gonna fix is for Jason to restart the stream, and we don't know where he went.
Well,
Hey,
there goes
Jason,
that.
if you want Dillon to be able to speak, you're gonna have to restart the stream.
Can't do that.
Okay, I'm just letting you know he won't be able to hear anymore since Johnny Fever left.
We can hear
He's
you.
right there.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I don't know what happened. I can hear you now. Sorry
Good.
about that.
It's okay.
But anyways, so where were you?
So I had just joined the stream and somebody bought Wake of Flood. Sorry, I need to tell you the front of the beginning. You didn't hear it. So I went to the stream, but I was on a computer that didn't have sound, so I couldn't hear anything you were saying. And you were auctioning off Wake of the Flood, and it went for a high number. I don't remember the number, but and I was wondering. I asked in chat, did somebody just pay whatever the number was for that record? Because I wanted to know what was it about. Like, was it a promo or what the story was?
Well, I don't know if you're permanently banned. Let me know. I'll get you back in. But I'll talk to him about it and try to get him to loosen the reins a little bit. But here's the deal with that collection. I've bought millions of records doing this. I have never seen a collection that everything in it is absolutely mint. The guy was an audiophile. He got a lot of test pressings, a lot of promos, a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, they sell for high numbers, but it's like I'm looking at, like, even if it's just a copy of like a Steely Dan record or whatever, it's like the cleanest one I've ever seen. Like, you could find 100,000 copies and never find one that clean. So that's kind of why I think a lot of them are doing really well. But it's hard to own a small business. It's hard to own a record store. I think a lot of times we're viewed as these evil guys that are just trying to get money. Like, every dollar I get just goes to make the shop better. And, I'm just doing whatever I can. So Anyways,
that is exactly the point that I was making.
Yeah, we
Just
recognize that.
the one question that came from chat that I wanted to ask you if you have any thoughts on it is, do you? I forget exactly. I'm going to rephrase it a little bit. Do you ever feel guilty when you see someone paying more than more than what you think it's reasonably worth? Does a feeling of guilt ever come about?
I mean, it's an auction. So, I mean, I think, and to be completely honest, I have sometimes some people, and then they'll message me and they'll say, "Hey, I overpaid for this record," and some sellers just say, "Too bad." I always refund them, like cancel the sale, whatever. If you feel like you overpaid for it, if you regret it, cancel the sale. I'm never lying about anything. I always present the facts. And some things go really high, but the thing is, everybody sees it when it goes really high, but they don't see the shows to where things go for $1 and $2 and $3 because there's nobody in there. And I'm just trying to pay bills. So I'm getting stuff in there. So my motto for WhatNot is some go high, some go low, but they all go. And that's just moving inventory and keeping fresh inventory in the shop. So do I feel guilty about it? I wouldn't say that. Sometimes I do think like, wow, that went higher than it usually does, but usually there's a reason. If somebody's willing to pay that, it's because they've looked forever for a really clean copy of this and they're getting it and they're fine with it and they're happy with it. And I've had people like message me like there was a Grand Funk record that usually is a pretty cheap record. It's Grand Funk. There's not a lot of expensive Grand Funks, and it went for a lot. And the guy that got it messaged me and he's like, "Hey man, this is incredible. I've looked my whole life for a clean copy. This is a mint copy, and it has a letter inside it from Terry Knight to Tom Cahill. Like, has all the provenance there." And he's like, "I couldn't be happier." So I think, I guess that is a really good question. But I mean, like I said, if anybody's ever unhappy with it and they send me a message, I'll cancel it. I'm not trying. I want to make sure everybody's happy with what they get. So I mean, you know, it's not. I don't really feel guilty if they're getting exactly what they paid for and they're happy to do it. And we just keep it moving. And like I said, some go really high and they go great. Some are like really, really, really go for nothing. Like last night, I had a record that went higher than it should by like $20, and then another record that went lower than it should by like $20. So it all kind of evens out. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense.
Dillon, my name is Chris. Nice to meet you.
Have I met you before? I've met you before, right?
I don't know. Me, maybe, possibly.
I've seen you on here.
Sorry. Anyway, so I think one of the so obviously like you came up, Mike, like the big guys came up because it's what we know. I don't buy on WhatNot. Like I bought one record from a friend on WhatNot to support him or whatever. I guess one of the themes that we're concerned about in general is like, and this is not about WhatNot or about any specific seller, but and Dom could bring this up too, is like we're concerned about like this bubble happening where it's like when you see these common titles that might have some unique characteristics about them, like sell, and I understand there's a flip side, they sell low, like some that should sell for a certain price don't, but like just concerned about like a bubble happening where people are like don't really know what they're getting into, and we feel like the WhatNot thing in general is like this instant gratification, competitive bidding, and it's like it's kind of a weird situation for some buyers to be in. You know what I mean? So I know it's kind of a conflicting question because you're selling on it, but that's like kind of the theme of what we're talking about for the most part.
So here's what I'll say about WhatNot. There's a reason I don't sell on eBay. I do sell on Discogs some. Everything, when you have a shop, certain things sell better in the shop. Certain things, like if I get some sort of color vinyl variant that no one cares is color on vinyl, but this one guy in Nebraska, you put it on Discogs and it goes for the price it should go for. And then WhatNot is just stuff like really good, clean, classic rock that's like a really nice copy and you want it to go fast. Like we get so much inventory in the store. It's a good way to make extra money when I'm trying to pay bills. Like I'm opening a new shop, I'm building a new shop. It is unbelievable how much it's going to cost me. And it's costing me like the bills I'm having to pay for that. So I'm literally just getting on there to make enough money to make a dent in those bills. So for me, it's a really fast way to make money. The way that WhatNot does it, when you sell, the shipping is so easy. It's easy from the buyer's end. It's easy from the seller's end. I think WhatNot's great. You get on there a lot of times, you can find great deals, so I get what you're saying about the bubble and all that stuff, but I think it will go with. I always encourage people to do research. Do your research. If you're happy to pay more for a really clean copy or a promo or a test pressing like we've been doing, then go for it. If you're not, don't. You know what I mean? I mean, it's all about like what you're. I go to shops all the time and I see stuff that's on the wall for like $1,000 that should be $200, and I'm like, that's crazy. But somebody might buy it because that's what they want to do. So I mean, I don't really see this as being any different. So I just think if you're concerned about that, we should be doing our best to educate people. And if you're a thrifty buyer and you want to get something at a reasonable price, do your research and pay what you think you should pay for it. I mean, in my opinion, it's as easy as that. So
one thing we didn't talk about earlier, and I think it's important, is there's good sellers and then there's uninformed sellers.
Absolutely. There was a guy on there that was selling some great psych a while back, and I was getting on there and I was getting stuff for killer prices. Almost everything I got from him was warped or scratched or a reissue.
Is that
or,
that guy from New York?
I don't know. It was not him. It was not him. I got some stuff from him and it's all been great. But it was just so certain sellers you can trust when they say, hey, this is a really nice copy, they're serious. I think that also, like, your reputation helps you make more money if you're honest with people. I think that's true. You got to know your seller for sure.
Yeah, one of the interesting things we were bringing up, Dillon, was the idea of like the dopamine hit, like the addiction to sometimes the way whatnot can be with these auctions firing off so quickly. And somebody brought it up in the chat, and I was like, don't underestimate that. For some people, will just really want to win, and they'll win at all costs. I don't know that's always what's happening. I do believe that people are willing to pay, way over what they think a fair price might be, because if it's super clean or whatever, I do think there are people who do that. But I also think there's people who just like, it's just fun to win, and they just want to get that buzz.
I mean, it's fun to play golf. You don't get anything from it. I mean, like, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine. And if it's supporting a small business in the meantime, that's fine. I mean, like I said, if people buy on there and they regret it, they can stop. And I get what you're saying for sure, because I've been on there before, and I'm like, I think this record goes for $60, and you go on there and you bid, and you're like, I'll do 65, and then it's actually like 74 when after all the stuff, and then you get it, and you're like, it's a $40 record. What did I do? So I do get that, and that goes back to just like being informed and just if you're trying to watch your wallet and you only have so much to spend, do some research before you buy something. I mean, no record you're never going to see again. Like almost no record you're never going to see again. So I mean, they're all out there. Most of these records that everybody likes, like Wake of the Flood or whatever, there's plenty of copies out there if you don't want to pay the big price. But again, if it's a near mint copy and it came from this guy who's an audiophile and he was a recording engineer for Atlantic, it's just sometimes that's that extra factor. Because like, why do we buy records anyways? The first pressing, if we want the OG first pressing, a lot of people are buying it for the story, they're buying it for the history. And like, I bought that collection, I paid a lot of money for it because it had a great story, and I was able to tell that story and preserve his legacy through this collection, and people are responding to it in a good way. So I don't know, maybe that's not answering your questions. But I get that people get on there and they see them go for big prices and they get all upset. But again, I'll just say, like, you could go on there maybe like on a Tuesday night when I'm doing it and I haven't pumped it up and I haven't like advertised it and it's just regular stuff and things. Sometimes I'm like, I got to shut this down. I'm losing money. Like, that happens equally. So, I've given away a lot of records on there for almost nothing, just because sometimes there's enough people in the room that want it and sometimes there's not. So, that's just most of the time things are not going way too high. Most of the time for me. Sometimes when a lot of people are on there, it goes high, but that's because a lot of people are on there and they're all seeing it. But when nobody's on there and they're not seeing it, nobody's seeing the stuff that's going for really cheap. So,
I've been on a couple of your streams where you're selling jazz and there's nobody buying jazz.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we should probably do some rock. And then you switch to rock and then it moves a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, jazz does okay if I promote it and the right people are in there. Like when I had the Voice of America Jazz, it did really well most of the time. But there are nights to where you're like, all right, I guess there's no jazz guys in the room. I got to pivot and do something different. And you got to be able to have the inventory to do that. So like, I mean, strangely enough, you would think metal would do really well. Metal doesn't do well for me at all. I can't put it on there. I got to put it in the shop. So it's it's a good way to make extra money if you're consistent with it. And you know, it's I get what you guys are saying, but like I said, most of the time things are not going for crazy prices. But sometimes if it's a really significant collection, things kind of go high, and it's just you know it's nice when it happens because it kind of makes up for the times that things go really low. So you know.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy in the chat said he wanted to get that wake from the guy's collection, that there was a story behind it. This is what I was getting at. I couldn't hear this thing. What was the story on the wake of the flood?
It wasn't anything specific about that copy. It was just like a super clean copy, and I think it had. You guys know the Wake of the Flood that has compliments of the Grateful Dead stamped into it. I think it had that in it, and it was just like a mint copy. I mean, it's the cleanest one I've ever seen. So, the story behind the guy's collection is cool. He worked for Sony. He worked for Atlantic. He had like test pressings. He had tape copies. He had like all this crazy stuff. And he was an audiophile. He kept everything really like perfect. He had all this Macintosh gear and stuff. Like he was a real deal guy who really preserved this stuff and it was passionate about it. So, that's why we do the stickers, to kind of, I mean, if I die one day, I hope somebody does that with my collection and, puts at least ties me to some of this stuff. It's important to us all. So, the first collection I got that I did it with was the Chris Whitson collection. It was a guy that was, he died in 1992. He was 21 years old, and his parents, he was kind of estranged from his dad, who kind of was a boomer. I guess maybe a generation older at that point. And he was into all this grunge, Jesus Lizard, Nirvana, like all this really heavy stuff. And his dad, from then to now, listened to every single record in his collection to try to understand his son, since he lost him at such a young age. And then when he was done, he sold me the collection. So I felt like I needed to, commemorate that and put it on a sticker and kind of preserve the legacy. It's such a great story, So I don't know. That's the fun part for me, is if I get a good collection, to try to, it's nice to know where the record came from for me. Like when I buy things, it's cool. So anyways, that's just kind of what it's been about for me. But
do you think your YouTube success has gotten you more of these kinds of collections to come to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I think obviously when people go on YouTube and they look for the people that have a lot of subscribers or whatever, I never intended for my YouTube to be the way that it is. That was not the way. I just literally had no friends and wanted to talk about records and started one. That's like probably why we all start them. But I wanted to talk about records, and no one that I knew in my real life cared. So I didn't have a shop then. I didn't have anything. I worked a regular 9 to 5. And then through time, I just kind of shared my journey of like going to losing my job, starting from scratch, starting a record store, and then the collections that I would go get. And then like I still film everything from my iPhone. Like I still don't, so I think that I try to be really good to people. I try to be genuine with people. And hopefully that helps people feel like when they see me on the screen, they're like, this guy seems like a guy I could trust. He's a nice guy. Maybe I'll give him a call. So that's, it's a plus for sure. I mean, people do hear about me that way for sure. So.
Question from Evil Hey Joe here. I think you've known him on Instagram. He's, what's your favorite record and why is the Tunnel of Love? Shame on you, Joe.
How's it going, man? I don't know what my favorite record is.
You can say currently that you're listening to.
Currently, I've been listening to, I have a record called Captain Marriott that's coming out on Friday.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that like crazy. We just got them in and they sound great. I've been really excited about that one. So that's the one I've been listening to the most. But right now, I just bought a really good hip hop collection. I've been listening to a lot of old school hip hop, trying to enjoy it a little bit before I let it go. I've been listening to a bunch of Gangstar and Scarface and Ghetto Boys and stuff like that. So that's what I've been listening to right now. But favorite record's hard to say. I don't know. It would be something average. So, I mean, let's say Towns Van Zandt self-titled. That's what we'll say is my favorite record.
Okay. It's a good one.
So,
Dillon, do you think that adopting this technology of WhatNot is going to be essential for record stores to survive? Like you're talking about moving inventory, like stuff you can't move in the store. Do you see any other avenue besides this and like getting rid of overstock and creating cash flow?
It's not essential. I could definitely run without it. It just helps me turn over stuff faster. So like for me, the more records I can buy and sell, the better. I have more the more records I can sell, the more records I can
Yeah,
buy. And so
cash
I'm
flow.
always trying to buy collections and turn stuff as fast as I can. Number one, to make enough money to make my money back so I can buy something else. Number two, to keep fresh inventory in the store. So I think it's a really good tool. But a lot of people don't want to get on camera and they don't want to get on whatnot. It's really tough to do. It's really hard to do. Like I've gotten to where I can do it pretty seamlessly, but like it like after a 4-hour stream, I just want to pass out. Like just the talking and reading all the comments and all that
Sure.
stuff. So it's difficult to do. But I did it. Had a shop for years without doing it. And if you're a good store, man, I mean, people are craving just going into a store and having a real conversation with somebody. Like the way that technology is and social media is and influencers are and all that stuff, like a lot of that just doesn't feel genuine. So when you're able to go into a store and have a conversation with somebody, I think that's a commodity that is irreplaceable. And I think record stores will always be special for that purpose. It is a really good tool. I don't think you have to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Brian,
Yeah, the
Chuck-
idea that you can get on there and do a couple of hours and shift, however 200-300 records is pretty awesome that you can make that happen. And they're out your door. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every record store has, you have the store where people walk in and buy stuff, and then you have like the other avenues like Discogs or eBay, and a lot of stores like perfect one thing. Like Mike from the In Groove, he's got his website. He's got this honed down to just such a craft. Like he probably makes way more money on his website than he does in the store. If I shut my shop down and just did Whatnot, I would make more money. But I don't want to do that. I want to have a store. I want to have conversations with people. I want to meet people in person. I think that's really important, and it would just suck to not have one. So I think that it is good for a store if you want to keep your inventory rolling to find an avenue. It could be set up at the flea market, whatever, to just kind of diversify your inventory and move things pretty quick. As they say, fast nickels are better than slow dimes. Just got to move those records so you can get more in. So, I just think you have to find a way. It's nice to find a way to make money if people aren't coming in the door. Like where we're at, you might watch me on YouTube and think like the shop is crowded all the time. Sometimes on a Tuesday, we made $200 and I paid the staff more than that. Like that happens all the time, like during the week. So for me, I'm not in a downtown area yet. I'm just trying to make ends meet. So if I go on Whatnot, that helps me pay payroll. That helps me buy more collections. That helps me stay in business. Because I'm telling you, like where we're at right now, if I don't really pump it up on social media and put the videos out there, people don't come. So that's why we're moving. We're moving to downtown. We'll have a lot more foot traffic and it'll be better. But it's just, it's a nice tool, and I hope people can see it as that. Like I was saying at the beginning, I think a lot of people see record store owners as these like old curmudgeons that are just trying to get your money and they don't care. Like some of them are, but for me, I just want to make a better shop. So that's my entire goal is to make the best shop I can make, the best experience for people to walk in and really get to feel like somebody cares about what they're listening to, and they can swap stories about concerts and records and share knowledge and just feel seen by somebody, to feel like, I'm not crazy just sitting at home spinning records all the time. Like I have a community. That's the only reason I really do it, apart from, obviously providing for my family. But
Well, that's one of the things I brought up earlier. I don't know when you tuned
hope
into
that
the
answers
stream,
some
but
of your burning questions.
it does. It does.
Hopefully you guys were nice to me. I'm not going to go back and watch
we're
it.
being
Based
very
on the
nice to
interaction
you.
here, guys have been
We
really nice,
are.
so,
One of the
anyways,
things I said earlier was
I'm good friends with Dom, and I've seen
Can't hear
a bunch of
you.
you guys on here before, and I do apologize for you getting banned, sir, up there. So,
He's
I'll
already
talk to my guy.
timed out.
So, anyways,
Are you able to hear us?
any other questions?
Yeah.
You're not able to
Are
hear
you able to
us, are
hear
you?
us?
Joel, we hear him.
Can you hear us?
Johnny, say something.
I can hear him fine.
No, we can hear him, but I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah.
I can hear some of y'all.
I heard you,
Who
Dillon.
can you hear right now? Who can you hear?
Okay.
Point.
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
you can't hear.
No.
Who,
Can you
talking.
hear me,
Can you hear
Dillon?
me?
I think I can hear everybody.
Okay.
So,
Oh, why are you just sitting there
anyways, I
listening to us?
don't want to, hijack your show. I just thought I could jump on for a minute and heard my name, so I thought I'd hop in. But
No, thank you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in.
With the new store, what are you doing differently to that one since it's gonna be a larger one?
It's not going to be larger. It's just that it's going to be downtown. So basically, where we're at now, like when I started the business, it was really cheap rent. It was out like kind of off the beaten path. You wouldn't really know it was there if you didn't know it was there. And there's a really nice spot that opened up downtown Matthews. That's a really killer spot. It's a really cool community. Like there's a baseball card store like right down the road, same downtown area. That's been there for 30 years. So the main purpose of moving to this new place is just have more foot traffic, be more part of the community there. So, I'm not doing anything different. It's just it's going to be the same shop, same layout, all that stuff, just in a better spot. So it's kind of a long story. I didn't want to move, but then they sold the building that we're in and we had to. And then the new buyer said, well, you don't have to. And I'm like, well, I already did. So it's one of those things, but it's going to be good.
Are you gonna take the yellow bus with you?
Man, I'm trying. The yellow bus, she's not doing good. Someone tried to steal her. Someone broke in and smoked a bunch of meth in there. And busted a window out. This is the area I'm in. Busted a window out, smoked a bunch of meth in there, and tried to steal it. So they ripped out like a bunch of stuff. Like they ripped out the whole ignition and everything. And the battery's dead, so they couldn't steal it, and they were on meth. So, anyways, I need to get it. It's been sitting there for a few years, and I need to nurse her back to health. We'll see what we can do, but she's gonna have to go somewhere. So we'll see what happens. My intention is to get it back up and running. It's a great 1986 Econoline with only 16,000 miles, but has been exposed to methamphetamines. So.
Recently a meth lab.
Not a lab, just a fun little meth joint. And it only happened once to my knowledge.
Breaking Bad over there.
Meth ride.
Well, people get cold and they pass through, and I know somebody was sleeping in it, and I left a note and just said, hey, I know you're sleeping in here. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back sometime. I'm fine with people sleeping in the bus. If they're cold and they need to get out of the elements, just don't smoke meth in my bus,
Right. Ground rules.
just it's as easy as that, But anyways, it's I used to use it to run around and get collections with, but it's just if you've ever owned an old car like that, it's more trouble than it's worth, But it's just a cool bus. But anyways. Well, yeah, Dave. I don't know if it might have been Dave that was smoking meth in my bus. I don't know. He does hang out around the shop sometimes, and
he gets all sling blade when he does too.
He gives a little sling blangy. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I'll let you guys wrap it up. Thanks for having me. Hope I answer some of your questions, and you don't think I'm some sort of WhatNot villain.
You're not a villain. Come on, man. No villain. Come on, man. No one's a villain.
Well, I'll see y'all.
Nobody thought that. No.
Take care.
Later.
Well, that was
I don't
good.
know. I guess we should.
I think I'm in love.
Stream.
You're in love?
I'm in love.
If you got him.
What a swell guy, dude. He lets homeless people just chill out in his van.
Yeah.
That's very sweet of him.
Wow. How do you feel now, Joel?
I just told you I'm in love.
Now you can get that wake of the flood.
It's all true. I mean, everything you said is true. It's no different than what we were all saying before he joined. But
so Dane, yes, it got really quiet. Yeah, definitely, man. Wasn't expecting this, Dane. This was not part of like a surprise, So we want to thank Dillon for coming on. And Dillon, if you're watching, there's no need to defend, man. Like, I'm glad you came on the stream, Had a
he
talk.
makes it up. This was all part of my plan, Jason. Surprise. I got him to come and chat. See, I didn't betray you.
Oh, jeez, chill.
All worked out, huh?
This is all part of the plan. I said, just come near the end. You'll pull. I said, we're calling it pulling a Jose. I was like, just come at the end. We'll get you on. We'll extend the stream 30 minutes, just like I tried to do with Jose. And it worked.
Sure, Joel. Wolfman wants to admit that he was sleeping in the yellow bus, and he appreciates any shout out.
Oh.
He couldn't hear me, but I wanted to ask why he thought we were controversial.
Oh, you wanted to ask that.
Yeah. You know, because all we get is like trolls instead of people actually like, you know. But it's all good.
I think it's better to be controversial.
I think the
right?
more you invite people onto the show that you want to talk about their business, it helps, right?
Say it again.
Talking to me?
Yes.
Sorry. I can't hear Jason, so I'm selective hearing here. I was just saying, it's like it helps a lot when you invite the people that you want to talk about their business or whatever to come on and actually tell you about it.
Well, it's probably beneficial for him because I'm sure he's hearing this from all over the place. Like, why are people paying these crazy amounts for these records?
Absolutely.
You know, I agree. Condition can certainly cause a price. It's still surprising to me, but it's not me. It's not for me. Those aren't my records I'll be buying, so I don't really care. I mean, it's good for him that he's able to make the store or put dents in his bills to open a new store.
Right.
Well, I think that's we're going to end on that. Condition is king, right? So I want to thank Joel, better looking Joel. Thank Dr. Johnny Fever. Thank Static ATX, I'm in love again, and it's not Friday. The Groove Seeker. Dom seeking a thread, and
The runners up to your favorite people in New York.
Yeah.
that's right.
Sloppy seconds, the sloppy seconds of New York.
To among my favorite New Yorkers, Dom seeking a thread, Chris the Groove Seeker.
Thank you. Yes.
And we are going to see you next time. And shout out to Dillon. We'll see ya. Peace, everybody.
Say thanks for Johnny Fever.
Yeah, Johnny Fever. I said Johnny Fever's name. Just chill out, Joel. You know, you're in love right now. Just chill out. Just chill out. Wait, hold up. I didn't even hit the... You should hit the button.
We're going to keep going.
Yeah, we'll just keep going.
It's late. It's late, man.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Peace, everybody.
Look at these boomers.